Kilala mo ba yung kaklase niya? Eh, nag-iinom-inom daw sila doon eh. Sabi ni nung kailan yun umuwi. Hindi nyo tinitingnan yung kapatid nyo kung saan nyo na nagpupunta. Basta sinabi dito lang, yun lang naman ang sinasabi niya. Biro mo ilang araw, anong ginawa niya doon?
Ay,
Wala naman siyang klase, wala naman siyang klase.
nagraran pa live ni Mang Nanding.
Kahit yata na nung may Makati pa siya noon eh, nag-inom yata sila noon eh.
Tawagan mo si Bay.
Wala na. Ay, hindi ito. Uy, nabawasan siya ng isa. Baayos, isa lang ang nilagas. Dito na yun.
Nakachinelas lang si Faye pa.
Wala ka, naka-private pa live mo. Hindi na private na public.
Anong live ko?
Live mo,
Hindi naka-public, ay di naka-public.
naka-private pa. Nag-end ka na. Sad life. Hindi ako nakaboto. Ay, katagal na panahon na. Katagal na panahon. Bakit 50? Ba't ganyan yung city ko? Ka-private. Public mo. Nag-end ka na. Nakaano ka din. 1 hour and 1. Yun, oh.
Eh, naka-live stream, ano naman siya, di ba? Live streaming videos.
Pag end mo na, ano mo,
Ano ko yun, yung inedit ko eh.
okay na? Ano yan?
Ganyan naman ginawa ko kanina eh. Kanina pa naman sa edit.
Tingnan ko kay Mang
Yung
Nanding.
kay Nanding, ang alam ko, hindi na, ano, dahil hindi na save yun, dahil dun sa, pag ano,
Hindi naman nag-overheat.
yun nga, ano ba yung nakalagay kanina? Biglang,
Kasi hindi mainit kanina eh. Kahapon sobrang init.
yung nakalagay na, ano ba yung nakalagay kanina? Tapos biglang nag-block na lang.
Nag-overheat na naman si
Kaya ano ko nga sana, i-end ko na kasi dalawang oras na.
Marcos, sandali.
Kasi aalis na nga kami.
Dali. Malayo naman daw lamang niya. Panalo yan.
Saan ang bilangan, CJ? Saan ang bilangan?
Dami na nag-post, panalo na si
Galing
Kundo.
ng po ni Ani May 8. Happy Valentine's. Ginawa niya si mama niya. Ay,
Saan?
saan ba?
Kaya nga ako din nakagawa eh.
Ginawa niya si mama niya ng Happy Valentine's.
Sweet din ni Ani ah.
Kuwan niyan kay mama niya. Close yan kay mama niya. Hindi katulad ng isa niyang kapatid eh.
Hanapin nyo
Maldita.
na lang lola dyan.
Anong pangalan?
Yan, sinend ko sa'yo. Hanapin mo yung nagig.
Hi, wala akong boto.
Pwede naman, punta kayo sa Facebook. Paano pa yung live ng ano.
Para natawagan na si Bay.
Nagsagot nga kanina. Pero ngayon, inaano ko, di man sumasagot na.
Anong sabi kanina?
Pauwi na daw oh. May sagot na siya. Pauwi na.
Wala. Nawala ang aking pangalan. Ay, di na-update.
Did Hezekiah king of Judah
Anong nawala?
put him and to death?
Hindi na-update ang
Fear
aking
the Lord and besought the Lord, and the Lord repented him of the evil
pangalan.
which he had pronounced against them.
Pupunta
Thus
pa ako
might we
ng
bring here
pumilit.
great against our souls.
Dapat pala yun, ano yun, yung pangalan mo doon. Mamaya kailangan pala yan.
Son of Shimei.
Hindi, diretso ko na daw transfer yun sa pumilit ng Tagig na daw ako papunta din.
And when Jehoiakim the king with all
Para,
and all the princes heard his words, the king sought to put him
para
to death.
ma-transfer.
But when Elijah heard it,
Nagawa
he
na
was
wala
afraid
lang
and
tayo.
fled and went into Egypt. And Jehoiakim the king sent men into Egypt.
Sad life.
Si Alvin talaga ano, siguro panalo dito sa Vice
Into
Mayor.
Egypt. They fetched forth Elijah out of Egypt and
Si,
brought him unto
kasama ba yung, ay ano bang ano ngayon,
Counselor.
cast his dead body into
hanggang senado lang ba ngayon, congressman, ganyan?
the son of Shaphan was with Jeremiah,
Kasama ba mayor?
that they should not
Oo,
give him
kasama
the land
Mayor.
of the people.
Mayor na yung ano ngayon.
Edi yung pangkagawad sa ano na ulit,
Sunod naman
after
yun.
2 years.
Sunod naman yun.
After 2
Kaya
years.
swerte nga yung mga nanalo nung nakaraan.
Ano,
Ha?
panalo na lang.
Hindi na mananalo talaga sila ni.
Ha?
Mananalo talaga yan sila ni.
In the beginning of the reign of Jehoiakim the son of Josiah,
Marami siyang
this
nagawa.
word unto Jeremiah from the Lord, saying, Thus saith
Ano
the
ba
Lord to
tinakbo
me,
nila ni
Si,
bonds in
si
your
asawa lang naman yung nakakaano at mahilig
and
manira
send
eh.
them to the king of Edom,
Mahilig
to the king of the
manira.
Ammonites, and to the king
Kaya
of
nga,
Tyre,
mahirap yung mahilig sa manira.
by the hand of the
Ha?
messengers which come to Jerusalem unto
Sino?
Zedekiah king of Judah, and command them to say unto
Yung
them,
asawa niya nga mahilig
Thus
manira.
saith the Lord of hosts, the God of
Mahilig magsalita ng
Thus
mga
shall ye say unto
paninira.
our masters,
Pangit
Ito
na.
sila ni maraming nagawa
These
talaga.
that are upon the ground,
Oo,
Lalo sa mga senior citizen.
sila ni di ba congresswoman?
and now have
Oo,
Ay,
siya din,
kung
siya
kaya
din yung,
bumalik na sa pagka-mayor uli.
Nakaipon naman na siya ng
my
ano.
servant,
balik mayor ba ang ano niya ngayon?
also to serve him.
Oo, mananalo pa din yan kasi maganda record ni
Oh.
Lani, di ba?
President, ito president. Lamang na, first pala 63,540. Si Robredo Lenny itong nakalagay. Pero dyan sa mga balitang iba, nakakapang manggigigil ka. Mapapanood mo.
Bakit?
Eh, syempre, iba yung mga nasasabi. Si Sarah din ang nangunguna.
Nawala ang aking pangalan.
Hearken not ye to your prophets,
Hi.
nor to your dreamers, nor to your enchanters, nor to your sorcerers.
Bad trip na kapang lumo.
Say, ye shall not serve the king of
Bakit
Babylon.
kasi
For they prophesy
ko na
and the eye shall rise,
ready yun?
ye shall perish. But the nations that bring their neck under the yoke of the king of Babylon and serve him, those will I let remain still in their own land, saith the Lord, and they shall till it and dwell therein. I spake also to Zedekiah, king of Judah, according to all these words, saying, Bring your necks under the yoke of the king of Babylon, and serve him and his people, and live. Why will ye die, thou and thy people, by the sword, by the famine, and by the pestilence, as the Lord hath spoken against the nation that will not serve the king of Babylon? Therefore hearken not unto the words of the prophets that
Ba't
speak
kasi
unto you,
nakakabit pa?
saying,
Maglalag ka
Ye
pa ba?
shall not serve the king of Babylon.
Maglalag ka pa?
Oo, nakakabit naman ito kahit di ako nakalive.
Basta dito ka sa bahay.
Basta dito ko sa bahay, nakakabit na yan.
Prophesy a lie in my name, that I might drive you out.
Malay mo, biglang magdukduk yung daliri ko mamaya.
Ay, nakakapaglobo.
Pa isang oras lang naman ako kanina mahigit.
This people say,
Nawala ang aking pangalan.
Hearken not to the words of your prophets that prophesy unto
Hindi
you, saying,
nakabuto.
Behold, the vessels
Inasar
of
pa
the
ako
Lord's
nung
house
isa.
shall now surely
Sinong
be
isa?
brought again from
Uy,
Babylon.
sino yun?
They
Ay,
prophesy a lie unto you.
mabuti daw di ako nakabuto kasi
Serve the king of
ano,
Babylon.
nakabilang pa kay BBM yung boto ko.
Sino daw?
Yung mga
But if they be
Lini daw
prophets,
siya, Lini.
and if the
Ewan ko.
word of the Lord be with them,
Hindi lini kayo
let
kung
them
gusto
now
nyong
make
lini.
intercession to the
Huwag
Lord
yun
of
akong
hosts,
idamay ka mo.
that the vessels which are left in the house
Kaya nga, tapos pasaway itong tricycle driver na yun ay magbigkas pa ng hindi maganda. Sabi ko, huwag ganyan, hindi mo naman totally kilala yung tao. Parang porki bukang bibig ng taong bayan ay magnanakaw. Marinig mo lang yun, sabi, ibigkas mo din yun. Nagja-judge ka na. Hindi mo naman kilala yung ano talaga.
Puro naman magnanakaw yung sinasabi.
Kaya nga, puro gano'n na lang sinasabi. Magbasa na lang tayo ng Biblia. Mas may makukuha pa tayong tawag nito, food for the spirit. Kasi sa mga issue ng kandidato lalo hindi ako nakaboto. Medyo na sad life kasi hindi ako nakaboto.
Ayaw lang mo dumiyan yung daliri.
Hindi na
Kasi po,
2371 na.
wala.
Ah,
Ayaw lang mo dumiyan yung daliri. Kaya di bumoto.
ayaw mo raw madumihan ng daliri.
Ha?
Ayaw raw madumihan ng daliri mo kaya hindi ka nagboto.
Wala nga, hinanap ko nga yung pangalan doon. Then, baba pa ako sa baba. Di ba may mga papel pa yun na nakapaskil, hinanap ko talaga, wala.
Sa mismong ano po, IT, meron naman po sa mga IT ganun.
Ay, mayroon palang advice yung isang babae, punta daw akong Tibagan. May school pa dun malapit nakalimutan ko.
Nangunguna pa rin to si Gipi-Gipi.
Kasi daw yung,
Pumapasok ba to si Gipi-Gipi sa'yo?
hindi. Kasi yung
42,000 ang kanyang.
Yung isa pala doon, nagkwento si ate, 2 school lang pinuntahan nila. Yung pangalan daw ng asawa niya, wala doon, nandyan sa Esrembo School. Then yung babae, wala naman yung pangalan niya, nandun naman sa Tibagan daw. Nagkaluko-luko nga. Kaya sabi niya, try mo kaya sa Tibagan ka pumunta.
Ang nangyayari.
Oo nga, hala, bakit kaya hindi ako pumunta sa Tibagan? Ay, tanga.
Thus saith the Lord, even so will I break the yoke of Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, from the neck of all nations.
Kasi nung 2016, doon naman ako bumoto sa Esrembo. Nandun yung pangalan ko.
Jeremiah the prophet, after that Hananiah the prophet had broken the yoke from off the neck of all
Hi.
Go and tell Hananiah, saying, Thus saith the Lord, Thou hast broken the yokes of wood, but thou shalt make for them yokes of iron. For thus saith the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel, I have put a yoke of iron upon the neck of all these nations, that they may serve Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, and they shall serve him. And I have given him the beasts of the field also. Then said the prophet Jeremiah unto Hananiah the prophet,
Wala yung aking
The Lord
pangalan.
hath not sent thee, but thou makest this people to trust in a lie. Therefore thus saith the Lord, Behold, I will cast thee from off the face of the earth. This year thou
Dito
shalt
na
die,
lang tayo sa,
because thou hast taught rebellion against the Lord.
sa
So Hananiah the prophet died the same year, the 7th month.
Bible.
Chapter 29.
Jeremiah
Jeremiah tells the Jews in
chapter
Babylon to prepare for 70 years of
29.
captivity. Those remaining
Sunod sa Jeremiah
Shemaiah prophesies falsely against the
Lamentation.
cursed.
Ay
Now
na.
these are the words of the letter that Jeremiah the prophet sent unto the residue of the
Ganda ng
elders which were carried away
Brian.
captives, and to the priests, and to the prophets, and to all the people whom Nebuchadnezzar had carried away captive from Jerusalem to Babylon. After lived Jeconiah the king, and the queen, and the eunuchs, the princes of Judah and Jerusalem, and the carpenters and the smiths were departed from Jerusalem, by the hand of Elisah the son of Shaphan, and Gemariah the son of Hilkiah, whom Zedekiah king of Judah sent up to Babylon. Nebuchadnezzar,
Mayroon
king
na
of
siyang
Babylon, saying,
membership. Ako din,
Thus
di ko
saith
rin
the Lord
agad
of
na
hosts, the God of
membership
Israel,
ko.
unto all that are carried away captives, whom I have caused to be carried away from Jerusalem unto Babylon. Build ye houses, and dwell in them, and plant gardens, and eat the fruit of them. Take ye wives, and beget sons and daughters, and take wives for your sons, and give your daughters to husbands, that they may bear sons and daughters, that ye may be increased there, and not diminished. And seek the peace of the city whither I have caused you to be carried away captives, and pray unto the Lord for it. For in the peace thereof shall ye have peace. For thus saith the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel,
Budgets,
let not your prophets and your diviners that be in the midst of you deceive you, neither hearken to your dreams which ye cause to be dreamed. For they prophesy falsely unto you in my name. I have not sent them, saith the Lord. For thus saith the Lord, that after 70 years be accomplished in Babylon, I will visit you, and perform my good word
dalawa
toward you,
pa, ano
causing you to
siyang
return to
membership.
this place. For I know the thoughts that I think toward you, saith the Lord, thoughts of peace, and not of evil, to give you an expected end. Then shall ye call upon me, and ye shall go and pray unto me, and I will hearken unto you. Ye shall seek me, and find me, when ye shall search for me with all your heart. And I will be found of you, saith the Lord. And I will turn away your captivity, and I will gather you from all the nations.
Nakagawa na siya ng budgets tsaka
And
emoji.
I will bring you again into the place
Si
whence I
Madis,
caused you to
meron
be
na
carried
siyang
away captive. Because he has said,
nanay,
The Lord hath raised us up
nanay
fathers from
ganda,
Babylon.
nanay.
Know that thus saith the Lord, the King that
Ano
sitteth
to?
upon the throne of David, and of all
Nanay
the people that
super
dwell in this city, and of
bait,
his brethren
nanay
that
bait.
are gone with you into captivity.
25, 49 tsaka 599
I
pinili
will send
niya.
upon them the sword, the famine, and the pestilence, and will make them to require
Announcer
things
and
that cannot
membership.
be eaten theresoever. And I
Post to
will
a
persecute them
welcome.
with the sword, with the famine, and with the pestilence, and will deliver them to be removed to all the kingdoms of the earth, to be a curse, and an astonishment, and a hissing, and a reproach among all the nations whither I have driven them. Because they have not hearkened to my word, saith the Lord, which I sent unto them by my servants the prophets, rising up early and sending them. But ye will not hear, saith the Lord. Hear ye therefore the word of the Lord, all ye in the captivity, whom I have sent from Jerusalem to Babylon. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel, of Ahab the son of Kumusta, and of Zedekiah the son of Maaseiah, which prophesy a lie unto you in my name. Behold, I will deliver them into the hand of Nebuchadnezzar king of Babylon, and he shall slay them before your eyes. And of them shall be taken up a curse by all the captivity of Judah which are in Babylon, saying, The Lord make thee like Zedekiah and like Ahab, whom the king of Babylon roasted in the fire, because they had committed villainy in Israel, and have committed adultery with their neighbors' wives, and have spoken lying words in my name, which I have not commanded them. Even I know, and am a witness, saith the Lord. Thus shalt thou also speak to Shemaiah, the Nehelamite, saying, Thus speaketh the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel, saying, Because thou hast sent letters in thy name unto all the people that are in Jerusalem, and to Zephaniah the son of Maaseiah, the priest, and to all the priests, saying, The Lord hath made thee priest in the stead of Jehoiada the priest, that ye should be officers in the house of the Lord. For every man that is mad maketh himself a prophet, that thou shouldest put him in prison and in the stocks. Now therefore why hast thou not reproved Jeremiah of Anathoth, which maketh himself a prophet to you? For therefore he sent unto us in Babylon, saying, This captivity is long, build ye houses and dwell in them, and plant gardens and eat the fruit of them. And Zephaniah the priest read this letter in the ears of Jeremiah the prophet. Then came the word of the Lord unto Jeremiah,
Announce mo lang
saying,
naman
Send to all them in the captivity, saying, Thus saith the Lord concerning Shemaiah the Nehelamite, Because that Shemaiah hath prophesied unto you, and I sent him not, and he caused you to trust in a lie. Therefore thus saith the Lord, Behold, I will punish Shemaiah the Nehelamite, and his seed. He shall not have a man to dwell among this people, neither shall he behold the good that I will do for my people. because he hath taught rebellion against the Lord.
Chapter 30. In the last days, Judah and Israel will be gathered to their own lands. David, their king, the Messiah, will reign over them.
The word that came to Jeremiah from the Lord, saying, Thus speaketh the Lord God of Israel, saying, Write thee all the words that I have spoken unto thee in a book. For lo, the days come, saith the Lord, but I will bring again the captivity of my people Israel and Judah, saith the Lord. And I will cause them to return to the land that I gave to their fathers, and they shall possess it. And these are the words that the Lord spake concerning Israel and concerning Judah. For thus saith the Lord, We have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, and not of peace. Ask ye now and see whether a man doth travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his knees, as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned unto paleness. Alas, that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's
Oh,
trouble,
ganito lang oh.
but ye shall
Ano
be
siya,
saved out of
malaki ang ano niya.
For it shall come to pass in that
Bukiti
day,
siguro yan, di ko alam kung ano yan.
I will break
Diba?
his
Shell lang ata yan.
Hindi, meron siyang paano na siya, palabas na siya.
strangers shall no more serve themselves.
Ganyan lang yan.
But they shall serve the Lord their God, and David
Pero
their
kaya
king.
mo naman ang
I
ano
will
niya,
raise up unto them.
843 na.
Therefore fear thou not, O son of Jacob, saith the Lord. Neither be dismayed, O Israel. For lo, I will save thee from afar, and my seed from the land of their captivity. And Jacob shall return, and shall be at rest, and be quiet, and none shall make him afraid. For I am with thee, saith the Lord, to save thee. Though I make a full end of all nations whither I have scattered thee, yet will I not make a full end of thee. But I will correct thee in measure, and will not leave thee altogether unpunished. For thus saith the Lord, Thy bruise is incurable, and thy wound is grievous. There is
Grabe
none to
niya
plead thy
nakita yung
cause, that thou
sample
mayest
ko.
recover none. Thou hast no healing medicines. All thy lovers have forgotten
Anong
thee.
sampol?
They seek thee not.
Sa short video, intro video ng membership.
With the chastisement of the cruel one, the multitude of thine iniquity, because thy sins were increased. Why criest thou for thine affliction? Thy sorrow is incurable for the multitude of thine iniquity. Because thy sins were increased, I have done these things unto thee. Therefore all they that devour thee shall be devoured, and all thine adversaries, every one of them, shall go into captivity. And they that spoil thee shall be a spoil, and all that prey upon thee will I give for a prey. For I will restore health
Mega
unto thee,
love, shout out everyone. Galing ako.
because they call
Jeneline
thee
de
an
la Cruz.
outcast.
Hello
saying,
sis.
This is Zion.
Hello sis. Jeneline de la
Thus saith the
Cruz.
Lord, Behold, I will bring again the captivity of
Jeneline.
Jacob's tents, and
Sis,
have mercy
taga
on
saan
his
ka?
dwelling places. The city shall be builded upon her own heap, and the
Sino
palace
kaya
shall
to?
be made of the manna thereof.
Sis
Out of them shall
Jeneline de
proceed
la
thanksgiving,
Cruz. Parang
and the voice of them that make
nagalit
merry.
ka na sa akin.
And I will
Hello,
multiply them,
kumusta?
and they shall not be few. I will also
Sad life
glorify
man
them,
ako kasi
and they shall not be small.
nawala man ng
Their children also shall be
name
as
ko
a
sa
filter,
pumili.
and their congregation shall be established
Hindi ako
before thee.
nakabuto.
And I will punish all that oppress them, and their nobles shall be of themselves, and their governor shall proceed
Pinakamatipid
from the
at
midst of them.
makaasahan.
Ay,
And I will cause him to draw near, and he shall approach unto me. Who is this that engaged his heart to approach unto me? Said he. And ye shall be my people, and I will be your God. Behold, the whirlwind of the Lord goeth forth as fury.
Jeneline de la Cruz. Parang nagawi na to sa akin.
The fierce
Sis
anger of the Lord
Jeneline.
shall not return,
Nagawi ka na sa akin, di ba?
and until he have performed the intents of his heart. In the latter days ye shall consider it.
Oh, latter days.
Chapter 31.
Sis
In the last
Jeneline.
days, Israel will be gathered.
Sis
The Lord
Jeneline.
declares that Ephraim has
Nagawi
the
ka na ba
birthright
sa
of the
akin?
firstborn. The Lord will make a new covenant with Israel
Kulit
to be
nitong
inscribed in the heart.
trono na
Then all
yun.
Israel will know the Lord.
At the same time, said the Lord, will I be the God of all the families of Israel,
Sis
and they shall
Jeneline.
be my people. Thus saith the Lord, the people which were left of the sword found grace in the wilderness, even Israel, when I went to cause him to rest. The Lord hath appeared of old unto me, saying, Yea, I have loved thee with an everlasting love. Therefore with loving kindness have I drawn thee. Again I will build thee, and thou shalt be built, O Virgin of Israel. Thou shalt again be adorned with thy tabrets, and shalt go forth in the dances of them that make merry. Thou shalt yet plant vines upon the mountains of Samaria. The planter shall plant, and shall eat them as common things. For there shall be a day, that the watchman upon the mountain Ephraim shall cry, Arise ye, and let us go up to Zion, to the Lord our God. For thus saith the Lord, sing with gladness for Jacob, and shout among the chief of the nations. Publish ye, praise
Huwag
ye,
kang
and say,
gumanti
O
sa mga
Lord,
taong
save
may
thy
ginawa
people,
sa iyo
remnant
masama.
of Israel.
Tandaan lang
Behold,
mo,
I will bring them
tandaan
from the
lang
north country,
mo ang
Yeah.
and
bulok
gather
na
them from the
putas,
coasts of the earth,
kusang
and with
bumabagsak.
them the blind, the lame,
Nyahaha,
the woman with
patamsak
child,
sa
Ayun
premier
kay
ko.
nabasa ko yan.
Magbadi,
a
lapit
great
na
comfort
ba
shall return
birthday?
thither. They shall come,
Kinikilala talaga niyang birthday pa yung birthday ng 11.
I will
Hindi
cause
niya pa
them
na
to walk
kinikilala
by
yung
the ways of
birthday niya na ano,
righteousness and a
May
straight
Kailan,
4.
kailan ba
wherein
birthday
they
niya?
shall not
Pinanganak
stumble.
talaga siya.
For I
May
am a
4.
father to Israel.
Ha?
May 4.
Is my firstborn.
Oh,
Hear the
tapos,
word of the Lord.
Sa birth certificate niya kasi,
The isles afar
11.
off, they say,
oh,
He that
mali
scattered
ng
Israel,
sulat.
gather him,
Hindi, hindi ba ni Papa niya yung
as a
birthday
shepherd
niya?
doth his flock.
Loko,
The Lord hath redeemed
hello
Jacob,
sis.
and ransomed him from the hand
Jenny
of the
Lindy Lacruz, nag-iisip ako.
Therefore they
Nag-iisip
shall
ako.
come and sing in the heights of Zion,
Jenny
shall flow
Lindy
together to the
Lacruz, shout out to you sis.
wine.
Hello sis. Hello sis. Mega mega love shout out sis.
Their soul shall be as a watered
Uy,
garden, and they shall not sorrow any more at all. Then shall the
sis,
virgin
saan ba tayo
rejoice in the
nagkakilala?
den, and both young men and old
Ulyanin
together.
na.
For I will turn their mourning
Nag,
to joy,
nag-share ako sis eh,
and make them rejoice from their
sa
sorrow.
ano.
And I will satiate the soul of the priests with fatness, and my
Oo,
people shall be satisfied
mga
with my
kabats
goodness,
ko
saith the Lord.
ano na.
Thus saith the Lord. A voice was
Ano
heard in
naman
Ramah,
itong Christian?
lamentation and bitter weeping. Rahel weeping for her children refused to be comforted
May
for her
nag-ask
children.
pala sa akin dun sa ano.
Thus saith the Lord,
Noong di ka siya
refrain thy voice
Um,
from weeping, and thine
Sis
eyes
Jenny
from
Lynn,
tears.
hello.
For thy work
Saka
shall be
na.
rewarded, saith the Lord. And they shall
Sino
come
hindi
again from
lang
the
po?
land of the enemy,
Parang nagdaan
and
na
there
yan
is
dito
hope
sa
for them,
akin.
saith the Lord. Thy
May
children shall come
nakausap
again.
ako kanina dun eh. Sabi ko,
I have surely heard Ephraim bemoaning himself.
sabi ko nagla-live ako.
Thou hast chastised me, and I was chastised. As a bullock
Ikaw ba yung
unaccustomed to the
nakausap
yoke,
ko kanina,
turn
Jenny
thou
Lynn?
me, and I shall be turned.
Jenny Lynn de la Cruz, ikaw ba nakausap ko kanina?
Surely after that I was turned, I repented. And after that I was instructed, I smote
Hello
upon my
sis.
thigh. I was ashamed,
Mega mega love shout out sis.
because I
Uy,
did
asan na?
bitterly reproach
Asan na?
Is Ephraim my dear son?
Tatamsak
Is he a
kay
pleasant child? For since I
ay si
spake
Mayo
against him,
nakaano?
I do earnestly remember him still.
Sino ba ang
Therefore my
nakarapat
vows are troubled for
na
him.
umupo?
I will
Ay
surely
kahit
have mercy
sino
upon
basta.
him, saith the Lord.
Kahit
Set
sino
thee up
naman yan
waymarks, make
basta
thee high heaps, set thine heart toward
tawag
the
nito.
highway, even the way which thou wentest. Turn again, O Virgin of Israel, turn again to
Kahit
these thy cities.
sinong
How
uupo.
long wilt thou go about, O thou backsliding daughter? The Lord hath created a new thing in the earth. A woman shall
Ay,
compass a
pareho
man.
lang pala.
Thus saith the Lord of
20.
hosts, the God of Israel. As yet they shall use
Nagdoble
this
tuloy
speech in
ako
the land of
minsan.
Judah and in the cities thereof, when I shall bring again their captivity. The Lord bless thee, O habitation
Ay,
of
si
justice,
ano
and
na
mountain
din.
of holiness. And there shall dwell in Judah itself, and in all the cities
Ay,
thereof together,
di pala
pleasant
maka.
people, and they
Moni
that
na
go
din
forth
si
with flocks. For I have satiated
ay
every soul.
inactive pala si Going Joey sa
Upon this I have waked, and
YouTube
beheld,
kasi namatay yung papa niya.
Tapos,
behold, the days come, saith the
Kaya
Lord,
pala wala na
that I
siyang
will sow
live.
the
Si
house of
Going
Israel,
Joey,
and the house of
kadikitan
Judah
mo
with the
na
seed
yun.
of man, and with the seed of
Tagal
beast.
ko nang
And it shall
dikit.
come to
Kailan
pass,
pa?
in the life that I have watched over them and pluck up the very
Nangumusta
dead,
ko sa kanya, sabi niya ano,
and to destroy and to afflict.
sabi niya sa akin
So will I watch
ay
over them.
masama daw pakiramdam niya. Hindi naman nagsabi
In
na
those days they shall say no more,
may
the fathers
patay.
have eaten the sound,
Ayan o,
and the shall
April,
continue to settle the land.
nung April 6, sorry sis, masama pakiramdam ko this
Every man that eateth the
this
sour
past
grape,
few days yun pala namatay papa niya.
behold, the days come, said the Lord,
Back ako sa YT soon. Wala pa siyang,
with the house of
kaya
Judah,
pala wala siyang
not
mamalay.
according to the covenant
Pero hindi pa
which
siya,
I made with their
hindi pa siya
fathers,
namuli.
I took them by the hand to bring them
Sumasahod na monthly.
Paano yung pagka nagaganyan?
Yung nasa Japan.
Hindi siya ngayon
Yung sa Japan.
hindi siya ngayon makasahod pag
But
ganun.
this shall be the covenant that I
Meron
make with
naman,
the house
kaso
of Israel.
bababa ang revenue.
After those days, saith the Lord, I
Bababa
will
ka
put
pa.
my law in their inward parts, and write it in their hearts.
Bagay, parang aliwan lang naman nila yung
And they shall
ano.
teach no more every man his neighbor, and every man his brother, saying,
Parang
No,
aliwan lang
for they
nila
shall all know
yung
me, from the least of them unto the
YT
greatest of
nila.
them, saith the Lord. For I will forgive their iniquity, and I will remember their sin no more. Thus saith the Lord, which giveth the sun for a light by day, and the ordinances of the moon and of the stars for a light by night, which divideth the sea when the waves thereof roll. The Lord of hosts is his name. If those ordinances depart from before me, saith the Lord,
sayang
then the seed of Israel also
client
shall
ko
cease from being a nation before me forever. Thus saith the
hanap-hanap
Lord,
tayong client.
if
Sis,
heaven above can be measured,
mawala
the
man si
foundations of the
sis.
earth searched out beneath, I will also cast off all the seed of Israel,
Update
all
lang
that they have
tayo.
done, saith the Lord. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that the city shall be built to the Lord from the tower of Hananeel unto the gate of the corner. And the measuring line shall yet go forth over against it upon the hill Gerar, and shall compass about to Goath, and the whole valley of the dead bodies, and of the ashes, and all the fields unto the brook of Kidron, unto the corner of the horse gate toward
Sana
the east,
magbalik client tong isa o yung
it shall not be plucked up,
kumari
nor
ni
thrown
sis
down,
Bet.
and be more forever.
Hindi.
Lagi naman busy.
Chapter 32.
Di bali
Jeremiah is
meron ako
imprisoned
tuwing
by Zedekiah.
Wednesday.
The prophet purchases land to symbolize the return of Israel to their land. The Lord will gather Israel and make an everlasting covenant with them.
Si Kabikers
The
di
word
na
that
rin
came to
napasok
Jeremiah
sa...
from the Lord in the 10th year of
Pero di ba
Zedekiah,
nag-ano
Si
yun?
Bench Olako
Yung
na...
kay kay Asperas.
Si Bench Olako
For
na
then the
ganun.
king of
Hi,
Bali
sis.
sa Asperas yun ah.
Has Isis
and
July
Jeremiah the
Pidilin
prophet
lang po
shut
siya
up in the
nito
court
eh.
of the prison,
Si
which was in the king of
Sinage
Judah's
for
house.
to ito eh.
For Zedekiah king of Judah had shut him up, saying, Wherefore dost thou
Nasaan na
prophesy
kaya
and
si
say,
Wisal?
Thus saith the Lord, Behold, I will give this city into the hand of the king of Babylon, and he shall take it. And Zedekiah king of Judah shall not escape out of the hand of the Chaldeans, but shall surely be delivered into the hand of the king of Babylon, and shall speak with him mouth to mouth, and his eyes shall behold his eyes. And he shall lead Zedekiah to Babylon,
Kumusta na kaya
and
si
there shall
Lolo
he
Danon?
be until I visit him, saith the Lord. Though ye fight with the Chaldeans, ye shall not prosper. And Jeremiah said,
Si Lolo Danon mataas na ang ano.
Behold, Hanamiel, the son of
Mataas na ang ano.
Ano sabi mo pa?
Shaul thine uncle shall come unto thee, saying,
Tapos ka na magdasal akin na yung
For the right
cellphone
of
mo.
redemption is thine to buy it.
Naka-private
So
yung live mo
Hanamiel thine
kanina.
uncle's son came to me from the prison according to the word of
Log, di mo tama sabi kanina pa yan.
By my fields I pray thee, that is in heaven, which
Itlog.
is in the country of Benjamin.
Nandyan na sa
For the right
harapan
of
sa
inheritance is thine, and the redemption is thine. Buy it for thyself. Then I knew that this was the word of the Lord.
kaya pala di ako excited bumuto. Wala pala akong pangalan.
And weighed him the money, even 17 shekels of silver.
Nung 2019 wala. Dapat pala mag-activate.
And weighed him the money in the balances.
Wawalain na pala nila pag isang beses ka din
And the law
nakabuto.
and custom of the marriage was over.
Dati daw kasi 2 beses. Una pa nga 3 beses eh.
The son of Maaseiah, in the sight of Hanamiel, thine uncle's son, and in the presence of the witnesses that subscribed the book of the purchase, before all the Jews that sat in the court of
Di
Jerusalem.
ako.
And I charged Barak before them, saying, Thus saith the Lord of hosts,
Naka-private yun.
take these evidences, this
Ika-public
evidence of
pa
the
yun.
purchase, both which is sealed, and this evidence which is open,
Doon yun sa ano.
Wala na, sabi naman naman.
that they may
Ay, wala
continue
ka
many
pala.
days.
Hindi ko na sinabing
Thus
wala.
saith the Lord of
Hindi ko
hosts,
makita.
the God of Israel,
Hindi wala.
houses and fields and vineyards shall be possessed again in this land. And when I had delivered the evidence of the purchase unto Mary,
Live.
I prayed unto the Lord, saying,
Walang nawala.
Our Lord God,
1, 2, 3, 4, pang-lima na yun LS eh. Eh bakit di ko tinaytilan ng
and there
LS
is
ito?
nothing too hard
Pero,
for thee.
kwan yan.
Thou showest
Number
loving
3
kindness unto
LS.
Sinain na.
thousands, and recompensest the iniquity of the fathers into the bosom of their children after them. The great, the mighty God,
Number
the
1,
Lord of
number 2,
hosts
number
is
3,
his
number
name.
4, number 5
Great
ang
in
wala.
counsel and mighty in word.
Ito na
For
siya.
thine eyes are
Save
open upon all the ways of the sons of
Okay.
men, to give everyone according to
Sis, Jenny Lynn, nasan ka na?
Na-upload ata
which has
yung
set signs and
tapos
wonders in
mayroong
the land of
asuntihan
Egypt,
dun sa baba.
even unto
Doon
this
yun
day,
sa Google.
and in Israel,
Google
and
mo.
among other
Hindi ko
men,
naman
and hast made
Tapos,
thee a name,
punta ka sa Google.
and hast brought
Tapos yung
forth
sabi
thy
ko
people
sa yung
Israel out of the land of Egypt with
youtubestudio.com,
signs,
doon ka
and with
mag-edit.
wonders, and with a strong hand, and with a stretched out arm, and with great terror, and hast given them this land which thou
Yung
didst swear to their
YouTube,
fathers to give them, a land flowing with milk and
studio
honey.
YouTube.com
And they came
channel
in and
monetization
possessed it.
pala, puntahan
But
mo.
they obeyed not thy
Tapos sign
voice,
in
neither
mo.
walked in thy law. They have
Ah.
done nothing.
Hindi pa naman ako na monetize ha.
Therefore thou
Hindi
hast
doon
caused all
yun
this evil to
check
come
lahat
upon
ng record mo sa
Behold the mountains,
YouTube mo.
they are come unto the
Nakakunik
city
yun
to take
doon.
it. And the city is given into the hand of
Andun
the
lahat yung
Chaldeans,
mga
to fight
in-upload
against
mong
it.
video,
As of the
mga
sword,
live mo,
famine,
kung naka-copyright claim,
and what thou hast
makikita
spoken
doon
is
sa
come to pass.
ayusin.
And behold,
Uy,
thou
Sisi,
sayest,
52 na ang kanyang watch hour, Sisi.
buy thee the field for money, and
For-
take witnesses.
52,
The
kanina
city is given into the hand
46.
of the Chaldeans.
46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52. Ay, 6 hours din na dagdag Sisi. O, diba, malaki.
Nagdago yan.
Therefore, thus saith the Lord, Behold,
Dito
I
kayo wala
will
naman
give this
ako
city
release.
into the hand of the
Hindi, di ba
Chaldeans,
tinambay ko
and
isang
into the
cellphone
hand
ko
of
nag-LS
Nebuchadnezzar,
ka.
king of Babylon.
Kada LS
And he
mo
shall
may
take it.
nagtatambay.
And the Chaldeans that fight against this city shall come and
Ayan
set
o,
fire on this city,
ayan o,
burn it with the
naka-private.
houses, upon whose roofs they have offered incense unto Baal,
Anong ilalagay?
poured out drink offerings
Ayan
unto
o,
other gods,
naka-private.
to
Public.
provoke me to anger.
Sa...
For the children of Israel and the children of
Pindutin lang
Judah
yan.
have only done evil before me from their youth.
I-public.
For the children of Israel have only provoked me to anger with the work of their hands, saith the Lord.
Yan,
The city hath been to me as a
nawala dun sa
provocation of mine
YouTube
anger
mo.
and of my fury,
Dito
the
lahat
day that they built it,
Nandiyan na yan.
unto this day,
Daw ang
that I should remove it from before my
Nandiyan na
face,
yan.
because of all the evil of the children of
Nakaano
Israel
pa.
and of the children of
2
Judah,
hours na yan.
which they have done to provoke me to anger. Their kings, their princes, their priests, and their prophets, and the men of Judah, and the inhabitants of
Sisave
Jerusalem.
ko na lang po
And they have
sa...
turned unto me the back,
Dito
and not the
mag-edit,
face.
pwede ka rin
Though I taught them,
mag-edit.
rising up early and teaching them, yet they have not hearkened to receive instruction. They set their abominations in the house which is called by my name,
Yung mga
to
ay
defile it.
memorize kong
And they built the
dasal.
high places of Baal,
Pwede mo
which
i-save
are
sa
in the valley of the
messenger
son of
yung
man,
mga
because their
kung
sons
picture lang
have
yon.
done to
Paano
bless
mag-save
the
sa
fire,
mag-save sa
which I commanded them not,
Ano
neither
lang,
came it
punta
into
ka
my
dun sa
mind, that they
messenger
should do
tapos
this abomination, to cause Judah
mamaya
to
to
sin.
sa'yo.
And now
Okay na,
therefore
pang
thus
limang
saith the Lord,
LS mo
the God
bukas.
of Israel concerning this
Bukas
city,
ulit,
whereof ye say,
makikita na
it
si
shall be delivered into the
makikita
hand
na
of the
si
king of Babylon by the sword, and by the famine,
Jason pa ako
and by the pestilence.
nag-process pa siya.
Behold, I will gather them
Nag-process
out of
pa.
all countries whither I have driven
Mga
them in my
baka
anger,
bukas
and in
pa
my
yung
fury,
makita
with
eh.
great wrath. And I will bring them again
Wala
to this
tayong
place, and I will cause them
Bakit
to
si
not sin.
RGB
And
rin?
they shall be my people,
Kasi daw,
and I will be their God.
if di
And I will give them one heart
nakaboto
and one way,
ng
that they may
isang
fear me forever for the good
beses,
of them, and of their children after them.
deactivate
And I will make an everlasting covenant with them, that I will not turn away from them to do them
di
good.
ako makaboto.
But I will put my fear in their hearts, and they shall not depart from me. Yea, I will rejoice over them to do them good, and I will plant them in this land assuredly with my whole heart and with my whole soul, Thus saith the Lord, like as I have brought all this great evil upon this people, so will I bring upon them all the good that I have promised them. And fields shall be bought in this land, whereof ye say, it is desolate with all manner of beast. It is given into the hand of the Chaldeans. Men shall buy
Nagpa-process pa yun,
fields
wala
for
pa
me,
2
and
hours.
subscribe evidences, and seal them, and take witnesses in the land, and in the places about Jerusalem, and in the cities of
Ayun,
Judah, and
sinusundo
in the
sa
cities
office.
of the mountains, and in the cities of the valley,
Ha?
and in the cities of the south.
Ay, ano?
For I will cause their captivity to return, saith the Lord.
Hindi sa opisina. Hindi sa opisina.
Chapter 33. Judah and Israel will be gathered. The branch of righteousness, the Messiah,
Mega mega love shout out
the seed of
everyone.
David,
Tuyo,
the
tuyo
Messiah,
ba?
Pasok ko si
will reign.
Mama.
Ayan pa, pinanga yan. Hindi nalagay. Ito, ano ba?
Thus saith the Lord, the maker thereof,
Wala yung ride ng
Hindi
dalawa.
nila kusin.
call unto me, and I will answer thee, and show thee great and mighty things, which thou knowest not. For thus saith the Lord, the God of Israel, concerning the houses of this city, and concerning the houses
Yes,
of
tambay ka muna sa akin. Ang Biblia kawikaan. Ganda rin
they
to,
come to
oh.
fight with the Chaldeans.
Ganda ng thumbnail niya, Sisi, oh. Ang Biblia kawikaan.
Kanino yan?
And for all whose
Audio
wickedness I
edition
have
lang
made my
po,
peace
Sisi,
from the
oh.
city, behold, I will bring it health and cure, and I will cure them, and will reveal unto them the abundance of peace and truth. And I will cause the captivity of Judah and the captivity of Israel to
Tingnan mo,
return
ganyan lang, oh, sa akin.
as at the first. And I will cleanse them from all their iniquities,
Hala, sana si Madis, di man nag...
and I will pardon their
Sabi ko, patangsak.
whereby they have sinned, and whereby they have transgressed against me. And it shall be
Bilis,
to me
tangsak.
a deep joy, praise, and honor before all the nations of the earth, which shall hear all the good that I do unto them. And they shall fear and tremble for all the goodness and for all the prosperity that I procure unto it. Thus saith the Lord, again there
Ay,
shall
wala
be
na
heard in
yun.
this place, which ye say shall be desolate without man and without beast, even in the cities of Judah and in the streets of Jerusalem,
Ha?
that are desolate without man and without inhabitant and without beast.
Pagkatapos
The
mo
voice of joy,
naghilog ka
the
nila,
voice of
malis na
gladness,
kayo.
the voice of the bridegroom, and the voice of the bride, the voice of them that shall say, Praise the Lord of hosts, for the
Mega
Lord is
mega
good,
love shout out,
for his
yes,
mercy
tinambayan
endureth
ako
forever.
ni
And of them that shall bring the
Asyong Tira.
sacrifice of praise into the house of the Lord. For I will cause to return the captivity of the land, as at the first, saith the Lord. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, again in this place which is desolate, without man and without beast, and in all the cities thereof, should be an habitation of shepherds causing their flocks to lie down. In the cities of the mountains, in the cities of the vale, and in the cities of the south, and in the land of Benjamin, and in the places about Jerusalem, and in the cities of Judah, shall the flocks pass again out of the hands of him that telleth them, saith the Lord. Behold, the
Ano
days
iniwan
come,
niya
saith the Lord,
kalamansi
I
tapos
will perform that good thing which I have promised unto the house of Israel.
katawa ka talaga man.
In those days, and at that time,
Iwan na
cause the
iwan na
branch of
kalamansi.
righteousness
Di
to
naman
grow,
naman
and
pinupuruan.
he shall execute judgment and righteousness.
Maloko,
In those days,
maloko, maloko ka talaga.
this is the name which she shall be called.
Talo ka ni Marlon.
Ang Mardon eh.
Talo ka ni Ayos na yung Talo.
O, kain na tayo anak ko. Na. Kain na.
Talo ka ni
Ano lang?
Thus saith the Lord,
Hindi lang daw.
if ye can break my covenant of the day, and my covenant of the night,
Magbilian
and
na.
that there should not be day and night in their season, then may also my covenant be broken with David my servant, that he should not have a son to reign upon his throne, and with the Levites the priests, my ministers. As the host of heaven cannot be numbered, neither the sand of the sea measured, so will I multiply the seed of David my servant, and the Levites that minister unto me. Moreover, the word of the Lord came to Jeremiah, saying,
Kunti-kunti lang kasi
Considerest thou not what this people have spoken, saying, The two families which the Lord hath chosen, he hath even cast them off. Thus they have despised my people, that they should be no more a nation before them. Thus saith the Lord, if my covenant be not with day and night, and if I have not appointed the ordinances of heaven and earth, then will I cast away the seed of Jacob, and David my servant, so that I will not take any of his seed arrows over the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. For I will cause their captivity to return, and have mercy on them.
Chapter 34. Jeremiah prophesies the captivity of Zedekiah. The people of Judah will be removed into all the kingdoms of the earth.
The word which came unto Jeremiah from the Lord, Nebuchadnezzar king of Babylon, and all his army, and all the kingdoms of the earth of his dominion, and all the people fought against Jerusalem, and against all the cities thereof, saying, Thus saith the Lord, the God of Israel, Go, and speak to Zedekiah king of Judah, and tell him, Thus saith the Lord, Behold, I will give this city into the hand of the king of Babylon, and he shall burn it with fire. And thou shalt not escape out of his hand, but shalt surely be taken, and delivered into his hand. And thine eyes shall behold the eyes of the king of Babylon, and he shall speak with thee mouth to mouth, and thou shalt go to Babylon. Yet hear the word of the Lord, O Zedekiah, king of Judah. Thus saith the Lord of thee, Thou shalt not die by the sword, but thou shalt die in peace, and with the burnings of thy fathers the former kings which were before thee. So shall they burn others for thee, and they will lament thee, saying, Ah, Lord, for I have pronounced the word, saith the Lord. Then Jeremiah the prophet spake all these words unto Zedekiah king of Judah and Jerusalem, when the king of Babylon's army fought against Jerusalem, and against all the cities of Judah that were left, against Lachish, and against Azekah, for these defenced cities remained of the cities of Judah. This is the word that came unto Jeremiah from the Lord, after that the king Zedekiah had made a covenant with all the people which were at Jerusalem, to proclaim liberty unto them, that every man should let his manservant, and every man his maidservant, being an Hebrew or an Hebrewess, go free, that none should serve himself of them, to wit, of a Jew his brother. Now when all the princes, and all the people which had entered into the covenant, heard that every one should let his manservant, and every one his maidservant go free, that none should serve themselves of them any more, then they obeyed, and let them go. But afterward they turned, and caused the servants and the handmaids whom they had let go free to return, and brought them into subjection for servants and for handmaids. Therefore the word of the Lord came to Jeremiah from the Lord, saying, Thus saith the Lord, the God of Israel, I made a covenant with your fathers in the day that I brought them forth out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage, saying, At the end of 7 years, let ye go every man his brother in Hebrew, which hath been sold unto thee. And when he hath served thee 6 years, thou shalt let him go free from thee. But your fathers hearkened not unto me, neither inclined their ear. And ye were now turned, and had done right in my sight, in proclaiming liberty every man to his neighbor. And ye had made a covenant before me in the house which is called by my name. But ye turned, and polluted my name, and caused every man his servant, and every man his handmaid, ye had set at liberty at their pleasure, to return, and brought them into subjection, to be unto you for servants and for handmaids. Therefore thus saith the Lord, Ye have not hearkened unto me in proclaiming liberty, every one to his brother, and every man to his neighbor. Behold, I proclaim a liberty for you, saith the Lord, to the sword, to the pestilence, and to the famine, and I will make you to be removed into all the kingdoms of the earth. And I will give the men that have transgressed my covenant, which have not performed the words of the covenant which they had made before me, when they cut the calf in twain, and passed between the parts thereof, the princes of Judah, and the princes of Jerusalem, the eunuchs, and the priests, and all the people of the land which passed between the parts of the calf. I will even give them into the hand of their enemies, into the hand of them that seek their life. Their dead bodies shall be for meat unto the fowls of the heaven, and to the beasts of the earth. And Zedekiah king of Judah, and his princes will I give into the hand of their enemies, and into the hand of them that seek their life, and into the hand of the king of Babylon's army, which are gone up from you. Behold, I will command, saith the Lord, and cause them to return to the city, and they shall fight against it, and take it, and burn it with fire. And I will make the cities of Judah a desolation without an inhabitant.
Anong mayroon doon?
Chapter 35.
Dito yung kuya
The
niya.
Rechabites are
Hindi naman siya
commended
umuwi.
and blessed for their obedience.
The word which came unto Jeremiah from the Lord in the days of Jehoiakim the son of Josiah, king of Judah, saying, Go unto the house of the Rechabites, and speak unto them, and bring them into the house of the Lord into one of the chambers, and give them wine to drink. And I took Jaazaniah the son of Jeremiah, the son of Habazaniah, and his brethren, and all his sons, and the whole house of the Rechabites, and I brought them into the house of the Lord, into the chamber of the sons of Hanan, the son of Igdaliah, a man of God, which was by the chamber of the princes, which was above the chamber of Maaseiah, the son of Shallum, the keeper of the door. And I set before the sons of the house of the Rechabites pots full of wine, and cups. And I said unto them, Drink ye wine? But they said, We will drink no wine. But Jonadab the son of Rechab, our father, commanded us, saying, Ye shall drink no wine, neither ye, nor your sons forever. Neither shall ye build house, nor sow seed, nor plant vineyard, nor have any. But all your days ye shall dwell in tents, that ye may live many days in the land where ye be strangers. Thus have we obeyed the voice of Jonadab the son of Rechab, our father, in all that he hath charged us, to drink no wine all our days, we, our wives, our sons, nor our daughters, nor to build houses for us to dwell in. Neither have we vineyard, nor field, nor seed, but we have dwelt in tents, and have obeyed, and done according to all that Jonadab our father commanded us. But it came to pass, when Nebuchadrezzar king of Babylon came up into the land, that we said, Come, and let us go to Jerusalem, for fear of the army of the Chaldeans, and for fear of the army of the Syrians. So we dwell at Jerusalem. Then came the word of the Lord unto Jeremiah, saying, Thus saith the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel, Go and tell the men of Judah and the inhabitants of Jerusalem, Will ye not receive instruction to hearken to my words, saith the Lord? The words of Jonadab the son of Rechab, that he commanded his sons not to drink wine, are performed. For unto this day they drink not, but obey their father's commandment. Notwithstanding, I have spoken unto you, rising early and speaking, but ye hearken not unto me. I have sent also unto you all my servants the prophets, rising up early and sending them, saying, Return ye now every man from his evil way, and amend your doings, and go not after other gods to serve them, and ye shall dwell in the land which I have given to you and to your fathers. But ye have not inclined your ear, nor hearkened unto me. Because the sons of Jonadab the son of Rechab have performed the commandment of their father, which he commanded them, but this people hath not hearkened unto me. Therefore thus saith the Lord God of hosts, the God of Israel, Behold, I will bring upon Judah and upon all the inhabitants of Jerusalem all the evil that I have pronounced against them, because I have spoken unto them, but they have not heard, and I have called unto them, but they have not answered. And Jeremiah said unto the house of the Rechabites, Thus saith the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel, Because ye have obeyed the commandment of Jonadab your father, and kept all his precepts, and done according unto all that he hath commanded you. Therefore thus saith the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel, Jonadab the son of Rechab shall not want a man to stand before me forever.
Chapter 36. Baruch writes the prophecies of Jeremiah and reads them in the house of the Lord. Jehoiakim the king burns the book, and judgment comes upon him.
Mayo, kain tayo
Jeremiah
bagoong.
dictates the prophecies again, and adds many more.
And it came to pass in the 4th year of Jehoiakim the son of Josiah, king of Judah, that this word came unto Jeremiah from the Lord, saying, Take thee a roll of a book, and write therein all the words that I have spoken unto thee against Israel, and against Judah, and against all the nations, from the day I spake unto thee, from the days of Josiah, even unto this day. It may be that the house of Judah will hear all the evil which I purpose to do unto them, that they may return every man from his evil way, that I may forgive their iniquity and their sin. Then Jeremiah called Baruch, the son of Neriah, and Baruch wrote from the mouth of Jeremiah all the words of the Lord, which he had spoken unto him, upon a roll of a book. And Jeremiah commanded Baruch, saying, I am shut up, I cannot go into the house of the Lord. Therefore go thou,
Ayan.
and read in the
Mamaya,
book
diba,
which thou
ang
hast
ano
written
ko
from my mouth the words of the Lord
3%.
in the ears of the people in the Lord's house upon the fasting day. And also thou shalt read them in the ears of all Judah that come out of their cities. It may be they will present their supplication before the Lord, and will return everyone from his evil way. For great is the anger and the fury that the Lord hath pronounced against this people. And Barak the son of Neriah did according to all that Jeremiah the prophet commanded him, reading in the book the words of the Lord in the Lord's house. And it came to pass in the 5th year of Jehoiakim the son of Josiah king of Judah, in the 9th month, that they proclaimed a fast before the Lord to all the people in Jerusalem, and to all the people that came from the cities of Judah unto Jerusalem. Then read Barak in the book the words of Jeremiah in the house of the Lord, in the chamber of Gemariah the son of Shaphan the scribe, in the higher court, at the entry of the new gate of the Lord's house, in the ears of all the people. When Micaiah, the son of Gemariah, the son of Shaphan, had heard out of the book all the words of the Lord, then he went down into the king's house, into the scribe's chamber, and lo, all the princes sat there, even Elishama the scribe, and Delaiah the son of Shemaiah, and Elnathan the son of Akbor, and Gemariah the son of Shaphan, and Zedekiah the son of Hananiah.
Walang kwenta yung
And
ginawa
Micaiah
ko.
declared unto them all the words that he had heard.
Sinubraan niya yung mama mo, eh.
Sobrahan ko, napansin ko naman.
Sinubraan niya yung
Nung makita ko
ay
yung,
sulat niya.
makita ko yung
Dose lang
pangalan
eh.
ni nakalagay na pala akong 12.
Unto Barak,
Tapos
take in thine
napresihan ko
hand the
tuloy.
roll wherein thou hast read in the ears of the
Tinikisan ko,
people.
wala na palang
And
kwenta
come.
rin yun. Kahit
So
tinikisan ko yung
Barak
isa.
the son of Neriah took the roll in his hand,
Pati yung naikisan, wala na.
Wala na rin.
and I said unto him,
Wala nang
Sa
Sit
sa ano
down
lang
now.
naman sa
Tinignan
senador.
ko, tinignan ko kanina kay
So
Martin
Barak
eh.
read it in their
Lahat
ears.
ng subig ng
Now it came
senador
to
eh, wala
pass,
eh.
when they had heard all the words, they were afraid both
Doon
one
lang
and
sa,
Wala
another.
yung pag nagkamali ka pala ng ano.
doon lang sa,
Nabasa ko naman na 12 yun, pero nung naglagay ako ng naglagay, di
And
ko
they
na
asked
malayan.
Barak,
doon lang sa ano
Tell
eh.
us now, how didst thou
Doon
write all
lang
these
sa
words in his mouth?
mayor,
But Barak answered them, He pronounced all these words unto me with his mouth, and I wrote them with ink in the book. Then said the princes unto Barak, Go, hide thee, thou and
yung kung na
Jeremiah,
lang, yung
and let no man know me.
kilalanin.
And they went into the king, into the court.
Talaga.
They laid up the roll in the
Oo,
chamber of
basta
Elishama the
sumubra ka doon.
scribe, and told all the words in the ears of the king. So the king sent Jehudi to fetch the roll, and he took it out of Elishama the scribe's chamber. And Jehudi read it in the ears of the king, and in the ears of all the princes which stood beside the king. Now the king sat in the winter house in the 9th month, and there was a fire on the hearth burning before him. And it came to pass that when Jehudi had read 3 or 4 leaves, he cut it with the penknife, and cast it into the fire that was on the hearth,
Hinahanap ko, di ko
until
makita.
all the
Nakita ko
roll was
naman
consumed in the fire that was on the hearth.
ikot
Yet
na
they
ng-
were not afraid, nor rent their garments, neither the king nor any of his servants that heard all these words. Nevertheless, Elnathan and Delaiah and Gemariah had made intercession to the king that he would not burn the roll, but he would not hear them. But the king commanded Jeremiah, the son of Hananiah, and Seraiah, the son of Azriel, and Shelemiah, the son of Abdiel, to take Barak the scribe and Jeremiah the
Hindi ko
prophet.
naman lahat memorize na gusto nga diyan mo
Then the
rin.
word of the Lord came to Jeremiah, after that the king had burned the roll, and the words which Barak wrote in the mouth of Jeremiah, saying, Take thee again another
Ano lang
roll,
ako, basta
and
ano,
write in
ano
it
ko lang
all the
nandun
former
lani.
words that were in the first roll, which Jehoiakim the king of Judah hath burned. And thou shalt say to
Spammy,
Jehoiakim
ang
king of
spammy
Judah,
na nailagay ko
Thus
na.
saith the Lord, Thou hast burned this roll, saying, Why hast thou written therein, saying, The king of Babylon shall certainly come and destroy
Daladala
this
ko yung
land,
lista ng
and shall cause to
ay yung
cease from
ano,
thence
yung
man
binigay sa
and
akin sa
beast.
simbayanan. Yun ang
Therefore,
lista.
thus saith the Lord of Jehoiakim king of Judah,
Ay, hindi yakap yun.
He shall have none to sit upon the throne of David,
Basta
and
yung
his dead
tungkol sa
body
mga
shall be
ako.
cast out in the day to the heat,
Eh
and in
ako
the
ay
night to the
isang
frost.
nabigyan.
And I will punish him and his seed and his servants for their iniquity.
Isang
And I will bring
nalagay ko.
upon
Akala ko
them and
iniklisan
upon
ko,
the
akala ko
inhabitants of
okay.
Jerusalem and upon the men of Judah all the evil that I have pronounced against them. But they hearkened not. Then took Jeremiah another roll and gave it to Barak the scribe, the son of Neriah, who wrote therein from the mouth of Jeremiah all the words of the book which Jehoiakim king of Judah had burned in the fire. And there were added besides unto them many like words.
Wala pa yung live mo.
Chapter 37.
Nag-play na
Jeremiah
ako.
prophesies that Egypt will not
Paano
save
yung
Judah from
Lalo
Babylon.
nandyan,
Magkaroon ng
Nakita mo yung live ni Nanding na, nakita mo na.
Zedekiah transferred him to the court of the prison.
Marlene,
And King
paano yung
Zedekiah, the son of
magkaroon
Josiah,
ng
reigned
mga
instead of
Ilya
Hananiah, the son of
video?
Jehoiakim, whom
Yung
Nebuchadrezzar,
nakako sa
king of
moderator yun,
Babylon, made king
natatawa
of the
kanina,
land.
Wala si
magtatalo na.
Mayo nagbaba.
Oy,
Neither
Si
he
Mayo nagbaba
nor his
sa akin
servants,
ng live niya.
nor the people of the land
magtatalo
did
na naman
hearken
kami.
unto the words of the
Doon
Lord,
sa,
which he spake by the prophet Jeremiah.
nakalagay dito,
Zedekiah,
Asura, pero iba yung
Said
play
to
dito.
Hilkiah, the son of Shelemiah,
Sabi niya,
and Zephaniah, the son of
ba't hindi
Maaseiah, the
ang
priest,
video
the
eh
prophet
ako?
Jeremiah,
Ba't Asura
saying,
nakalagay dyan?
Pray now unto
Sabi
the
ko,
Lord our God
yung
for us.
piniplay kasi yan,
Now
iba
Jeremiah
yung
came
mga
in,
piniplay,
and
katulad
went
sa akin,
Amen.
traditional yun, pero iba
For they
yung
had
ano
not
doon.
put him
Lin,
into prison.
tingnan mo nga ito.
Then Pharaoh's army was
Nindot ko
come
yung
forth out
sa
of
akin.
Egypt. And
Napunta
when the
doon.
Chaldeans that besieged Jerusalem heard tidings of them,
I-back mo
they
muna para
departed from
makita mo
Jerusalem.
ulit.
Then came the word of the Lord unto the prophet Jeremiah, saying, Thus saith the Lord, the God of Israel,
Ng bahay-bahay.
Thus shall ye say to the king of Judah that sent you unto me to inquire of me,
Doon sa, itong logo mo, ginaganyan mo, logo mo. Oh, tapos makita mo yung pag lumabas na yung mga puso.
Wala
The
naman mga
Chaldeans
puso ah.
shall come again, and fight against this city, and take it, and burn it with fire.
I-back mo kasi, tali mo
Thus
na
saith
yan
the
maano
Lord,
pag di mo na
Deceive not yourselves, saying, Chaldeans shall surely depart from
Ay,
us,
saan mo nakuha
but
yan?
they shall not depart.
Binak niya,
For
binak.
though ye have smitten the whole army of the Chaldeans that fight against you, and there
Diyan
remain
na paano mo
but
ibabak
men among you,
kanina na nandoon.
yet should they
kasi
rise up
may
every
tingin
man
naman,
in his
hindi
tent,
open,
and
pag
burn the
nakita
city with fire.
Kaya back ka
And
lang,
it came
back
to
ka.
pass that when the army of the Chaldeans
Pagka
was
nagkamali
broken
ka
up from
ba?
Jerusalem, for fear of Pharaoh's army,
Si Mayo
Jeremiah
eh.
went
Si
forth
Mayo,
out of
nagbaba
Jerusalem to
ng
go to the
live.
land
Wala,
of
hindi
Benjamin,
yan
to separate
pwede
himself
gawin
thence
niya
in
sa
the midst
iba.
of the people.
Uy, ano yan?
And when he was in the gate of
Parang
Benjamin,
kanina pa yan
the
nakalagay
captain
ba?
of the Lord was
Ang
there,
binaba
whose
niya
name
live niya,
Arashah,
oh.
the son of Shelemiah,
Kamo
the
sabihan
son
mo
of
dyan,
Hananiah.
bawal
And he took
magbaba ng
Jeremiah
live.
the prophet, saying,
Nagla-live siya, tapos magbaba siya ng live dyan sa ano.
Then said
Bawal
Jeremiah,
yan.
Bawal ng ipin yan eh.
I will not
Pag
wait.
nakarati siya ni ano, pag nakarati siya ni Lolo, wala
So
na.
Arashah took
Ayun o,
Jeremiah and
binabaan
brought him to
niya
the
sa akin
princes.
yung live niya. Hindi
Wherefore
niya
the
alam
princes were
yan.
wroth
Tapos
with
na
Jeremiah,
nag-a-update.
smote him, and put him in prison in the house of
Para
Jonathan the
malaman
scribe.
niya. Pag di siya maniwala, di siya sumunod, bahala siya.
When Jeremiah
nangyari
was
na, anak?
into the dungeon and
Hindi,
into the caverns, and
Ano
Jeremiah
nangyari na dito
napapagalitan
sa
kasi
kwan?
siya ng host niyan sa iba.
then Zedekiah the
Dito
king
sa ano?
sent and came out.
Sa
O si ano, si
And the king asked him
Si Chris,
his house,
Chris
and said,
follower.
Is there any
Doon ko
word
na
from the
sagap
Lord?
yun na mayroon nagla-live pero nagbaba siya. Pwede niya pakipin, sabi niya, inakit na yun ni ano, ni followers na nakalive pala siya.
Moreover,
Oy,
Jeremiah
sabi niya,
said unto
hindi
King
pwede,
Zedekiah,
bawal yan, huwag niyong
What
gagawin
have I
yan ha,
offended
sabi
against
niya.
thee, or
Kasi
against thy
bawal yan,
servants,
mapalo
or
tayo ni
against this
Lolo,
people,
sabi niya.
that ye have put me in prison? Where are now your
Nakalive,
prophets,
tapos si
which prophesied
magpapapin
unto you,
siya.
saying,
Baba.
Pwede
The
kang,
king of
pwede
Babylon
mong,
shall not
hindi,
come
pwede rin
against
siyang
you,
magbaba,
nor against
huwag
this
mo lang
land.
ipapin.
Ilis.
Therefore, hear now, I
Hindi,
pray thee,
ilis
O
niya
my lord
kasi
the king,
pag pinindot mo
let my
ilis
supplication,
niya.
I pray thee,
So
be
ang
accepted
mangyayari
before
kaya
thee.
magagalit ang
And thou
iba
cause me
dahil
not to return to the house of
dahil
Jonathan the scribe,
live,
lest I
live,
die there. Then
live
Zedekiah the king
halimbawa,
commanded that they should commit
halimbawa,
Jeremiah
live,
to the court
live
of the
ko
prison,
kasi yan, live,
and
may
that they should
nagbabas
give
na
him
ng
daily
live.
a
Ang
piece of bread
mangyayari
out
niyan,
of the
yung mga
baker's street,
bisita ko,
until all the bread in
pag
the city
pinindot
were
yung
spent.
ano niya, doon napupunta
Thus
kasi
Jeremiah
nakalive
remained
siya.
in the court of
Ako
the prison.
ngayon yung mawawala ng bisita.
Chapter 38.
Doon
The
napupunta sa
rulers
kanya.
cast
Kaya yung
Jeremiah into a
pinagbawal
muddy
ng mga
dungeon.
ano.
He
Kaya
is
nga siguro
freed
yung
by
marami
Eben
na,
Melech, an
marami
Ethiopian,
napapapadpad sa
and put
kanya.
in the court of the
Kasi
prison.
dahil
Okay
sa
lang
mga
yung
ginagawa.
Jeremiah counsels Zedekiah
Sila
concerning
na may
Okay
pumupunta,
lang yung-
ang problema nga yung
Then
ginagawa
Shephatiah
ko.
the son of
Okay lang
Mattah,
yung live
and Gedaliah
streaming
the son
niya
of
na
Pashur,
replay.
and Jukul the son of Shelemiah,
Pero pag
and
yung
Pashur the son of Malchiah,
like niya
Oo,
mismo
heard
sa
the
ano,
words that Jeremiah had spoken unto all the people, saying, Thus saith the Lord, He that remaineth in this
Live
city
niya.
shall die by the sword, by the famine, and by the pestilence.
Ganyan.
But he that goeth
Kaya
forth
ano
to the
lang siya,
Chaldeans shall live.
i-remove.
For he shall have his life for a prey,
Ikaw lang.
and shall
Hindi
live.
pwede
Thus
magbabala
saith the
sa
Lord,
akin kasi
This city
nakalive
shall
siya.
surely be
Ibababa
given
niya
into
sa
the
akin.
hand of the king of
Yung
Babylon's
mga
army,
reviews.
which shall take
Ito
it.
lang. So, ang
Therefore the
gagawin mo,
princes said unto the king,
i-remove
We beseech thee,
mo muna
Let
siya.
this man be put to death. For thus he
Bubaran mo
weakeneth the
baga
hands
siya
of the
ng
men
graphic
that remain in the
para di
city,
siya makapag-
and the hands of all the people, in speaking such words unto them. For this man seeketh not the
Diyan.
welfare of
Tapos,
this people,
i-delete mo
but the
na
hurt
yung
Then Zedekiah the king said,
Kailangan
Behold, he is in your hand, but the king is not he that can do anything against you. Then took they Jeremiah, and cast him into the dungeon of Malchiah the son of Hamelech, that was in the court of the prison.
remove mo
And they
yung
let down Jeremiah with cords, and in the dungeon there was no water, but mire. So Jeremiah sunk in the fire. Now when Ebed-Melech the Ethiopian, one of the eunuchs which was in the king's house, heard that they had put Jeremiah in the dungeon, the king then sitting in the gate of Benjamin, Ebed-Melech went forth out of the king's house, and spake to the king, saying, My lord the
Yung
king,
isa lang naman yan.
these men have done evil in all that they have done to Jeremiah the
Kailangan
prophet,
ibaba niya ng
whom
marami.
they have cast into the dungeon.
Isa lang naman pala yung...
And he is like to die for hunger in the place where he is.
Hindi, meron
For
pa
there
siyang
is
mga
no more bread
mensahe,
in the
so
city.
damay na yun.
Then the king commanded Ebed-Melech the
Kumbaga may message siya
Ethiopian, saying,
tamsa,
Take from hence 30 men with thee,
patamsak
and take up Jeremiah the prophet out of the before he die. So Ebed-Melech took the men with him, and went
Iganyan mo
into the
siya
house of
para
the king under the
hindi
treasury,
na yun
and took
mabubuksan
thence
ng
old
mga
cast plants
bisita
and
ng
old rotten
kapatid.
rags, and let them down by cords into the dungeon to Jeremiah.
Yun ang ingatan
And
pag-
Ebed-Melech the Ethiopian said unto Jeremiah,
Si Tom
Put now
guys,
these old
ano
cast
lang,
clamps and
pinaka-
rotten rags under thine armholes
pinaka-
under the cords.
pinaka-
And Jeremiah did so. So they drew up Jeremiah with cords and took him up out of the dungeon. And Jeremiah remained in the court of the prison. Then Zedekiah the king sent, and took Jeremiah the prophet unto him into the third entry that is in the house of the Lord. And the king said unto Jeremiah, I will ask thee a thing, hide not from me. Then Jeremiah said unto Zedekiah, If I declare it unto thee, wilt thou not surely put me to death? And if I give thee counsel, wilt thou not hearken unto me? So Zedekiah the king sware secretly unto Jeremiah, saying, As the Lord liveth, that made us this soul, I will not put thee to death, neither will I give thee into the hand of these men that seek thy life. Then said Jeremiah unto Zedekiah, Thus saith the Lord, the God of hosts, the God of Israel, If thou wilt assuredly go forth unto the king of Babylon's princes, then thy soul shall live, and the city shall not be burned with fire, and thou shalt live, and thine house. But if thou wilt not go forth to the king of Babylon's princes, then shall this city be given into the hand of the Chaldeans, and they shall burn it with fire. Thou shalt not escape out of their hand. And Zedekiah the king said unto Jeremiah, I am afraid of the Jews that are fallen to the Chaldeans, lest they deliver me into their hand, and they mock me. But Jeremiah said, They shall not deliver thee. Obey, I beseech thee, the voice of the Lord, which I speak unto thee, so it shall be well unto thee, and thy soul shall live. But if thou refuse to go forth, this is the word that the Lord hath showed me. And behold, all the women that are left in the king of Judah's house shall be brought forth to the king of Babylon's princes. And those women shall say, Thy friends have set thee on, and have prevailed against thee. Thy feet are sunk in the mire, and they are turned away back. So they shall bring out all thy wives and thy children to the Chaldeans. And thou shalt not escape out of their hand, but shalt be taken by the hand of the king of Babylon. And thou shalt cause this city to be burned with fire. Then said Zedekiah unto Jeremiah, Let no man know of these words, and thou shalt not die. But if the princes hear that I have talked with thee, and they come unto thee, and say unto thee, Declare unto us now what thou hast said unto the king. Hide it not from us.
Is connect to our member.
Hiniram mo na yung
Pinilit
ano mo.
si ano.
To dating
Ikaw lang tumambay.
Charles Amigo. Oh. Leave comment and surely
Ano ka na kay Charles, idikit ka.
he will connect you back.
Punta ka rin kay Mayo, naka-live si Mayo.
Thank you and God bless.
Naka-live si Mayo.
Bakit sabi? I-connect nyo to our member to the team M. Charles Amigo.
Galak ka kay Mayo. Naka-live si Mayo.
Walang magkala dyan. Bayaan mo dyan.
Notification lang yun. Ganun mo lang.
Saan yung notification?
Sa notification bell, ayan o. Ayan o. Notification lang yun. Dami niyang ano. Dami niyang sinabsisi. Yung mga EBSBN.
Ano no?
Yung mga
Tama,
EBSBN.
tama siguraduhin mo lang, di ka makapiright niya.
Hindi,
Pinaggagawa mo.
hindi. Yung ma-over siya ng...
Eh di alisin ng mga yan. Utang na yan.
Wala na, inano ko na. Yung ma-over ng sub. Yung YTC niya.
Hindi ko naman si...
Delikado ma-over ng
Bakit
sub.
pinanood ko lang yan? Bakit mayroon yan? Oh,
Mga ano to, yung mga ganito pinanood mo, na-sub mo sila. Bawa si Rapi Tulfo.
oh.
Miss Mary Jane, magandang hapon po.
Ayan o ganyan, na-sub mo baga.
Ay, yung na-subscribe.
Na-subscribe.
Eh di hindi ako mag-subscribe, ano?
Kasama niyong si
O di ka muna mag-subscribe sa mga malalaking bahay para di ka ma-over ng subscribe. Doon ka muna sa mga small YouTuber
Anong
na
gagawin ko dyan? Inaalisin ko na.
i-unsub mo muna ganyan.
Ay, subscribe.
O, i-unsub mo muna. Saka na mag-sub sa kanila pag ayos na yung ano.
Ay, ang dami. Ay, ganun ko lang.
nakikipaghiwalay na sa madalit
Yung
sabi.
mga ano lang.
Sinong bumubuo
Okay lang
sa inyo
manood
mismo?
ka,
Si
wag ka lang
Mr.
mag-sub
Albert
sa
Torres mismo?
kanila muna.
po yung nanay po
Si
niya na
Bal
may
Santos
may
kung ano.
kamantada. Nasaktan din po ako.
Ito,
Anong
sa
ginawa
dikit
sa'yo,
mo yan,
nanay?
kaya huwag
Nasaktan
mong
po ako.
i-unsub
Pero kung
yan.
wala po silang ginawa, pinagmumura pa po nila ako.
Yung mga
Si
pictures na
Mayo,
sinend mo,
saan yung
isang
kay
insidente lang ba yan o
Ilocano?
maraming insidente na yan?
Ano po, isang
Dikita
kalenda
yung
lang po
kay
nung
Mayo.
April
Ay,
19 po.
bakit
So bali, sinimulan kanyang bubugin ng mga bandang February dahil nakikipaghiwalay na.
Opo, ganun po.
At alam ng pamilya na buntis
Ay,
ka.
ako ng Ilocano.
Alam po.
Ilocano yan sa kanya. Ayan o, naka-live siya, baka di ka pa naka-thumbs up. Ayan, thumbs up niya. Ayan si Mayo,
Ayan,
chat
nasa na
mo.
kayo? Ito.
Chat mo siya.
Sasabihin ko.
Kumusta dyan? Ako. Sandi, nagla-live na ako, anak. Amo. Tamsakan mo din
Ay,
ang
meron
live
nakakaano
ko.
niya?
Gabi nagtamsak yan sa akin.
Nagtrabaho pa siya. Anong oras na?
Pag tumamsak din siya, mamaya iniiwanan lang din naman.
Yes, sige, always there. Mga kasalo, salamat mga ako.
Di ba nga, mas maganda na lang huwag ka na magtamsak kaysa magtatamsak ka doon naman i-stambayan. Wala din.
Si tatay, ayun po. Kuha po si tatay.
Hindi, nandyan naman yan. Kay, mayroon talaga ding lagas sa tamsak.
Kaya siguro ang dami-dami kung parati na lang maraming
Sa
lakas.
views, ganyan, sa watch hour, lahat yan, ibababa pa yan ni Lulu.
May tumatamsak kunyari. Paano ipe-play ko sila, tapos mamaya wala na sila. Ako ngayon ang naubusan ng oras.
Ano itong buhay-buhay Pinoy?
Buhay-buhay nila.
Sabi dito, oy, buhay pa kami. Kumusta ako si Mayo? Buhay-buhay Pinoy naman ang nakalagay. Buhay pa kami.
O bakit sinabi ko baka magpatay ka na?
Ang kulit sumagot.
Oh, bakit nagraraw ng ganyan?
Nag-iikot na naman yung ano niya, live.
Oh, nag-iikot.
Guys, bukas hanap ako na. Nagtinda ngayon si vendor seller, kaya lang wala siya sa piso na deliver. Tumaan ako din sisi.
Ayun po, yung nakasin po yan po yung si tatay.
Isa na.
Ayun na po yun yan. Papatisan na po si tatay ko, si Aki Katira po. Pabili na rin din po yung ganyang bahay. Ayan. Pero po yung
Ay,
ginagawa po
na matulog. Bukas hanap ng
baka
client.
gusto nyo magpamasid sa kanila. Gusto kayo po magpapatahin. Ayan. Ito po yan, si Aki Katira.
Walang kliyente, mag-lock po.
Ay po, si Katira. Tuk kapsyon tara, magbabak ako ng bahay.
Naka ano lang ako Mang Nanding, naka 180. Naka 180, pili pagkain ng mga bata, kape. Pero, Sisi, naka 180 ako.
Saan?
Doon, may nasingit pa akong tricycle driver.
Sana yun.
Maawa na po kami.
Ano sabi niya?
Ano yung ginagawa niya?
Yung white time.
Nandyan pa siya. Pero naka-uniforme pa
Dati
siya.
nag-joke ka na naman, ikaw ba yung tayo?
Trabaho pa sila, no?
Kasi mama.
Ganitong oras nagtatrabaho yan.
Grabe yaman ng amo niyan, laki ng bahay.
Ano nga sila? Royal.
Family. Galing ano, sa Kuwait, no?
Hindi Kuwait. Ay, Kuwait.
Diba sa Kuwait sila?
Kuwait nga pala.
Yung kaibigan ko, dating na DS dyan, nakapag-asawa ng pulis na Aramo. Ngayon, nagtayo na siya ng sarili niyang agency. Madam na siya. Galing, no?
Karamihan naman ng ganyan.
Masinso, no?
Pagka may utak sa opisina,
Kaso wala, limot na kami, hindi na nagbibigay naman. Kahit pamaskuhan, wala.
pre, hindi naman na maalala. May pera na eh.
Yung natulungan ko nung araw,
Si
pamasko, wala.
Maring Marcy nga pa.
Oh.
Ewan ko lang kung ano pa rin, kung okay pa rin sila. Di ba naalala mo yung mga salita niya dati? Na ayaw na niya kay pare niya. Ay pare. Tapos mamaya balik naman. Pangalawa na yun Yung sinabi niya noon. Maganda rin yung kanina kala ko si Maring Marcy yung kumakain ng hipon kasi di ko makita yung buong muka. Sus, yung pala si Ilsa. Sabi ko pa naman, pamain naman yung nandyan sa daliri.
Bakit natutungan ito?
Yan yung ininitan ng kanin. Kinudkod ko na nga yan. Kinudkod ko na yan ng kutsara dahil di matanggal ng kuwan.
Manipis talagang kaldero kasi.
Manipis yan.
No?
Tagal na yan. Buti nga hindi pa hindi pa butas.
Kaya ko na po dito nag-live. Mga siguro 12 hours na to.
Yan ang
Ay, buhay Pinoy.
binili namin na
Yan,
maliit
Dikitan ni Boy,
kaldero.
naka-pin po.
Sabi ko mag-night boot siya kasi iniiwanan niya. Paano? Hindi niya napagsasalita. Si Eric naman tinuruan. Hindi naman magawa. Mahirap po. Mahirap talaga. Si Mang Nanding, isa lang ang kanyang night boot eh. Tamsak.
Yun lang. Tamsak.
Ay, buhay Pinoy. Oh.
Hi, buhay Pinoy.
Sino itong buhay Pinoy na ito?
Ay, pumasok na si Mayor's family vlog sa kanya. Oh. Meron na rin.
Kuya Potpot.
Meron na rin.
Na yan?
Ako'y babati na.
Ginagrab na niya ang sarado ba yung garapon? Ginagrab na niya talaga yung pag-live.
Hindi na rin gano'n nakaka-record ng video.
Sabi ko nga sa kanya,
Puro TikTok na lang siya.
yung pag-ano mo ng watch hour, yun ang i-push mo ng gusto. Dahil mapag-play ka pag matutulog ka na. Kasi yan ang mas maraming kailangan.
Nakaka-chat mo naman siya na
Mapupuno na yung kanyang banana, tapos yung watch hour naman, nakukunti pa lang.
mabilis naman yan arangkada pa. Yan naluman na sa silent lang lagi.
Si Ana Lo din, sinong mas nauna sa kanya, Madis.
Si Analo.
Pero hindi pa rin nakukuha yung wala pa rin yung siyang
Si
pin.
Analo kasi marami siyang pinamimbiran nag-play sa video niya. Mega mega love shout out everyone. Ako ay magto 2 hours na, diba? Bilis lang. Kahit nga 1 hour lang yan, okay na. May revenue na yan. So, may video ka. Mag-i-edit na ako ng... Wala. Mag-i-edit na ako ng ano. Okay na, join button na ako. Okay na. May join button na.
Sino?
Yung kay ano. Check ko, check. Nag-ayos siya eh. Wala ko din eh. Check natin, check. Meron.
Chapter 42.
Naayos na.
Meron sa akin.
Check natin, check. Diyan si Matish. Dito upo si Juan.
Nakabukaka ako.
Si Hiller, nakabukaka. Ayan o. Tanang, tanang, tanang. Ayan o. Tapos na kami naghapunan. Ang itsura niya na antok na. Tulog na tayo. Bye-bye na din ako. Teka lang. Titingnan ko.
Minsan mahirap din pala yung silent na sinasabi. Talagang aanuhin mo din kay baka malubat ka. Maalala mo rin kung baka malubat. Sayang lang. Kaya pagising-gising din ako pag nag-silent ako.
Ay, di maganda na yung gising ka talaga nandyan na tambay.
Meron talaga sa'yo papasok na kapapasok.
Oo.
Balik ka kung baga.
Oo.
Pero yung silent, matutulog ka halos na wala na rin pumasok.
Kung alam lang namin na ibuboto
Tama.
sana pinutakbo namin si
Kasi
si Kong daw.
7 hours ako kagabi. Kaya lang, puyat man ako. Maya nagugusin ako.
Maya
Ayos
gising.
ko yung tatlong cellphone.
May naglubat yung isa, no? O, yan na. Meron na. Join button. Nice na niya. May join button na siya. Oh, wala ka lang video. Dito kasi yung video makikita. Gaya sa akin. Nanay Ganda, 25. Ayan lang badges mo. Oh, ayos yung ano mo emoji niya.
Ayan, apat na
Ito
ginawa
lang.
niya.
Dito, ano na to. Hindi na siya nag-create ng sarili. Yung akin sarili ko yun. Yan, pwede. Nightboot can drop your link. Ayan, ako hindi na nakaano.
Marami-rami na rin palang nag-ano sa kanya. Yan na ba yung nag-ano sa
Kung
kanya?
ano lang.
nagpadala?
Ito pinili niya, 599. 25, tapos
Yung 599 ano yun?
49.
Saan yan?
599 niya, exclusive GIFs, Nightboot drop links. Ganun yan.
Yun ang mga pinili niya. Ano.
Oh, kaso
Mayroong mag-join sa kanya.
wala ganong ano. Kung may mayaman na vlogger mag ng 599
kaso malaki.
tinanggal nga ni MJ yung 599 niya. May ganyan din si MJ, 599 tinanggal niya.
Biro mo kasi di ba monthly yan?
Oo, tinanggal niya.
Di bali sana pakunti-kunti.
Tapos na kami kumain.
Di bali pakunti-kunti. Basta maraming papasok o maraming magme-member.
Yung maliliit na
Okay lang
halaga.
yan kung maliliit. Basta marami siyang
Ayan,
papasok.
pinili mo, 599. Karamihan kasi 25 lang ang kaya eh. Si Guardian gusto yun magpa-member sa ano lang. Sa 599. Sa 599 lang si Guardian. Tapos na kami kumain. Yung itlog tsaka ano. So, kaya na
Itlog saka yung isda mo.
Ay, dito kaya
Yung
namin
isda mo, nilagyan namin
Ay,
ng
sisi, maganda.
kalamansing marami-rami.
Sisi, dito lang si umahaba to eh.
Wala ko na, hindi naman pwede yung straight ito. Kasi nandyan yun.
Hindi, i-ano lang siya. Parang i-ano lang
Para
din
yung,
natin.
para yung kulay niya, ano, plain lang.
Kasi ganyan yung sisi, oh. Yung ganda nga ba? Ganda to. Ano mo din, Pepe?
Itong
Hindi kaya
tap, alam mo ano din, no?
bintana na lang, Pepe. Oh, maganda. Haba. Putulan mo lang kasi inano daw na tawag nito na pusa nila.
Panalo agad, number 1.
Meron na ako dun na bigay ni Tiher dito.
Number 1.
Ganyan yan, oh. Oo, ganyan yan, sisi kapag isara mo. Yun.
Nakatawa nga yung ano eh.
Yan.
Yung ano,
Ganyan pag isara mo sisi. Isara mo ganyan.
Ha?
Pag bubuka ka, ibuka mo ganyan.
Charge ko muna.
Para kita.
Oo, pag umaga ganyan. Tapos pag isara mo,
Kailangan pala may
i-alternate mo. Oo. Ito, sisitin mo. Oo, ganyan. Ang haba kasi sabi ko, bigay ko na ano sa'yo. Wala akong mahal doon eh.
okay daw siya sa ano.
Pe, ganda pe oh.
Nak, studio na studio.
Lagay mo dyan pe.
Okay sa'yo na to.
Bukas na.
Na.
Ay, doon sa ano.
Ito na yan, no? Para sa studio.
Ah, oo.
Pagkaparap na ako nandun.
Bigay ni ano yan, te. Gusto ko makabili ganyan sa market siguro, no? Ano, katan mo lang to.
Ay, itong nag-ano.
Si Rapi ka, 5,000 lang nang bigay na.
Para sa ano na, sa
Binigyan ako ni...
scholarship.
Kahit sa man na kayong abot.
Doon tayo sa malaking abot.
5K.
Bye-bye na tayo. Okay na, may join button ka na.
Tangal?
Ako di pa ako makapag-member pag wala akong sahod. Yung iba mga may sahod na. Ang iba niyang i-earning, pinamimdo-join. Para tuloy-tuloy i-play yung ito. Ano niya, pa-member ka sa kanya. Ano yung
Para tuloy-tuloy yung ano mo, yung
revenue.
revenue.
Wala
Tapos
lalo.
tuloy-tuloy yung katulad nung di pa namumuni, yung watch hour naman.
Halimbawa, yung ano mo, shout out. Nightboot can drop your link. O sa 25 na member mo kay Madis, na i-ano na sa Nightboot. Ako, ano eh, tulong ko na din yung nagpalipad. O, di ba binababa ni Nightboot? Yung mga nag-super chat at saka super sticker. Inano ko na kay Nightboot. Ganyan. Bala ka na kung paano mo tulungan yung mga
Sa trabaho niya, ganyan.
si Mina pa-jacket. Oh, May, ano, hinubaran ka kasi alambre ilagay nun. Binigyan ako eh ni Ate Herbie, yung kapitbahay ng si May, hinubaran ko kasi nagbaba siya ng
Kasi nakadamit ka.
nagbaba siya ng naka-live. Bawal kasi yun.
Bawal yun. At saka magpapin ka sa mga naglalay, bawal yun.
Oo, kasi buti nga ano, yung
Eh, yung iba di nakakakuhan yun.
yung
Unawa,
nangyari sa-
magalit yun sa
oo,
ano.
nagalit sa akin yung ano.
Magagalit sa iyo pagka ano.
Magkano naman?
Pagka pwede ka naman magkuhan, pwede kang dumalaw sa mga ano na kahit ka naka-live pero hindi yan ang ibababa.
Okay na ba yung tax ko ng congrats na si Lolo? Oo, okay na yun. 15%. Ganyan din akin. Nahubaran si Mayo.
Nagpapajakit.
Nagpapajakit si Mayo. Oh, Mayo, huwag ka na magbaba ng blind. Atag doon, blind. Bigay yun ni ano, Te Herbie, yung kapitbahay ko, mahaba. Yung maiksi, nailagay ko dun sa bintana. Hindi man nag-reply yung may-ari. Yung ano. Oh, mura lang. Meron pala dun. Si Mayo. Oh, Mayo, where are you?
Hindi ka naka-live.
Magbaba ka lang Mayo ng ano, ng video na ano. Huwag mo nang ulitin yun na lalo sa ibang host. Yung magbaba ka ng live streaming mo. Mga ano lang ang ibababa, upcoming LS, upcoming premiere, tsaka yung mga short videos, tsaka yung basta mga previous videos.
Huwag yung live mo ngayon.
Hindi.
Kasi madadali ka talaga ni Lolo.
Okay lang yun kung okay sa'yo, yung iba nga dinadalaw pa. Yan naka-live, basta kaibigan mo nakadepende sa hindi na anuhin. Para matuto. Kasi kadalasan sisi hindi talaga din.
Open na si Kuya Sam.
Upcoming
Open na anak.
Upcoming yung patamsak lang ng upcoming premiere. Sa upcoming premiere CC, kaya okay yun, upcoming, susugod tayo. Kaso ang binaba, ano yun, live mismo niya. CC Madis live mismo yun. Okay lang sa'yo. Nagbaba din yung dati si ano, diba? Okay lang sa'yo, may magbaba ng ano. Inaano talaga yan ng mga ibang host.
That they should return to the land of Judah, to which they have desired to return to while there. But none should return.
Pwede kang mangisda, pero hindi pwedeng magbaba ng sa live.
Hindi pwede i-tolerate daw yung ganong ano, mga ibang vlogger na ano, pumapasok sa live na magbaba. Yung ano nga naibaba ko lang doon na upcoming premiere ko din. Talagang ilang minuto na lang magpe-premiere na. Ayaw nga ako dikitan kasi daw live ko nga daw yun eh. Ayoko magdikit niyan sa kanya kasi nagbaba siya ng live niya. Premiere ko yun, inaano niya na live. Kaya napaya ako doon kasi talagang hindi sila sumugod sa premiere ko kasi ang tingin live. Pero premiere ko yun yung nagbaba ako ngayon ilang minuto na lang
Susugod na sila kumbaga kasi nandyan na taon.
Kaso ang tingin nila live, hindi ako inano.
Meron akong inanuhan din ha. Ilan silang sumunod.
Ang higpit ng na yung mga bisita na pero yung bisita na yun hindi pa siya monetize, maliit pang bahay niya. Ginigiit niya talaga na tapos may ganon, di ko alam yun, sugod from her bag, ganon. Live yun, live. Wala pa akong narinig na ganyan eh. Dumalaw kami sa live, basta friend nila. Pakita lang support, saglit lang mga 1 minute to 2 minutes.
Kasi di ba nakaraan dapat magsasali
Nadalaw ko na yun, live niya na nadalaw. Hindi, basta hindi ko alam yun, basta yun yung mga natutunan ko sa ibang mahigpit. Nakasupport naman ako sa live niya sa mga alagad ko, madami naman ako ng alagad.
Si Mayo.
Oo, kaso kailangan mo din turuan kasi kung hindi mo turuan o lagi siyang magbababa ng live niya sa iba-iba pang mga live streaming o paano kung may makatagpo na magalit sa kanya. Ako nga napagalitan nga ako kaya halos din ako pumapasok sa live ng iba kasi di ko na yung mga ganyang bagay. hindi ako naging aware.
Arte mo naman.
Kaya talaga ako dun eh, kasi
Yun,
hindi yun. Pinaglaban ko ngayon, hindi yun live. Ano yun,
at least hindi nga
premiere.
live.
Papasugod
Eh,
nga ako eh.
yung doon kay followers,
Eh, marami
live talaga niya na ipinapapin pa. Sabi niya,
Oo,
boss,
oo.
pwede bang papin yung ano ko, ganyan yan.
Tap-
Ibinaba
tapos
ako.
live pala.
Yan pala natuklasan ni followers na live. Ayun,
Oo.
pinagsabihan niya, wag niyo nang uulitin yun ha,
Oo,
sa
hindi
susunod. Kasi mapapagalitan kayo ng ibang mga nag-host, sabi niya.
Lalo pag doon ka sa paangat program na talagang yan ang trabaho nila.
Mayroon
na
akong
talaga.
pinasukan sa paangat program. Pumasok ako, mga tumagal-tagal ako din eh.
Ako may
Isip
na.
wala man lang ako nakakuha ni isa. Sabi, bibigyan, taso yun pala, nag-ano lang ng magme-member sa kanya. Ay, naku.
Oo,
Di
hindi
na.
namamansin sa...
Ibig sabihin, sabi niya, kayang-kaya daw niyang i-monetize. Sabi nung napasukan ko, nakalimutan ko si pangalan eh. Ilista ko yun doon. Ipapamonetize daw yung gustong magpamonetize. Pwede sa kanya. Madali lang daw sa
Ayun
kanya.
nakaano ka pala ng ganyan, sisi. Oh, hindi sisi, ganyan kasi mangyayari niyan lalo kung 'di ba yung binaba niya live niya din ipipin. So 'di ba ang mga bisita magsusugod yan dun sa pin. So ang mga bisita doon
Mapupunta na sa live niya.
mapupunta na dun sa live niya. Kaya yun yung iniingatan na wag gawin sa mga host, sa mga nag-ano. Yung akin nga premiere nga yun eh, upcoming premiere.
Nangyayari yan sa akin eh, pag mayroon
Inano
akong
nila na
napindot.
live daw. Ginigiit nila
Kaya
na
kung
live
minsan,
ko.
Oy, mayroon ako napasukan. Tapos, nagbaba ako ng link. Tamusak lang naman gagawin ko dapat. Nagbaba ako ng link. Ay, sabi ko, mali itong ginawa ko pala. Balik ako uli doon sa pinanggalingan ko. Ay, wala na eh. Naiano ko na eh. Naisend ko na eh. Hindi mo naman mabawi na.
Pero si ano, kailangan din i-aware sa ano kasi mahirap na kung laging gawin yan, then nagkakaroon ng ano, nagkakaroon ng tawag nito, yung magalit
Kasamaan
yung,
ng loob.
oo, makasama ng loob na host. Ewan ko, nakalimutan ko na nga yung sino yung napasukan ko. Sumama loob ko dahil ginigiit niya, live ko nga daw yun, kaya ayaw niyang pumasok. Sabi ko, ka, hindi ko yun, hindi yun live ko, premiere ko yun. Eh yun, gaya kay Bromero, pasok ako. Bromero, meron pa akong upcoming premiere, ganito. O sige, baba mo, sugod ko yung alagad ko. O, kasi may alagad naman yun. Sa live CC, wala pa talaga akong narinig na pwedeng sumugod. Basta kadalasan na ganyan mapasok ko ng live sa host, bawal magbaba ng live ng bisita. Ang ano doon, ang ibababa, upcoming LS, tsaka upcoming premiere. Yung ilang minuto na lang ay magpe-premiere na, diba? Susugurin na yun host kasi may mga cellphone naman si host, yung premiere na ano lang. Oo, yun lang.
Ay, anak,
Na-advise
kain ka
ano.
na ng kanin. May itlog doon, Pe.
Ano naman? Mega love shout out si Stradis.
Anak, may load.
Sister eh.
May love shout out din sa'yo, Mr.
Naantok na yan, kaya pauwi na rin ako. Bukas na kami
Sumakit yung ganito kanina. Ito, pag-akyat ko doon sa tatong palapag.
ako nga, fourth floor.
Hindi.
Akit sa fourth floor,
Naranasan
tas
ko
wala
kasi ito,
naman.
sumasakit ko pagka kahit nga yung dati pag nagbisikleta ako. Pag matagal kunwari hindi ito na sumasakit talaga ito. Ito lang. Eh,
dito
nagkataon
niya.
kasi nanding na inalalayan ko sa paghagdan. Bakyat pa na napanaog. Hirap pa naman yun. Eh, tapos pag naglalakad pa yan, di ba maglakad siya, nasusungkol yung aking ito. Eh di, matitisod-tisod siya kung di siya hawakan. Sabi ko, bakit ganyan yung paa mo? Eh, nandito na ako sa malayo, naaabot mo pa. Kaya, kanina mo lagi, lagi siyang madaling na ano.
Eh, mahaba galamay
Hindi,
Mang Nandi.
yung ano niya, yung stroke niya nga, hindi na niya yun nakokontrol eh.
Ayun.
Pag naglalakad kami, kadikit ko siyang naglalakad kasi hawak kong ganyan.
Umaan.
Sumahaba.
Inaalalayan mo siya.
Nanunong ka.
Oh,
Napagka, di ba, ganyan, oh.
oh, maglakad.
Di ba naglalakad na dito ko sa tabi, oh, yan, ganyan, it's itsura. Gagaan, kung imbis na ganon eh, ganon siya eh. Di, ako laging nasa, ano na, ako na,
kasi yung
nasasabit.
pag- niya na ganon.
Ay, muntik-muntikan siyang matatapilok o magagapa, masubsub. Kaya ano siya, kaya tawa ako pagka ano, huwag mo akong hawakan, kapag ang mukha mo, kang hawakan, ilusod-sod ka naman. Lagi naman yan na ano, pagka naglalakad. Kaya nga yan bihirang maglakad mag-isa. Takot mag-isa na kasi.
Uy, si Tom Guide Croco at saka si Workout Academy na dito. Hello, hello.
Hindi mo naman na-play.
Hindi. Siya mag, ano.
Alam mo ba yung mga video niya halos yata na-play ko na. Natitira lang yata yung mga malalaki at saka yung ano, yung malalaki at saka yung mga short video na niya.
Kaya hinahanap ko yan. Hello, shout out to Workout Academy London yan. Pagka hindi siya sumagot, o wala, umalis. Shout out to Tom Guide Croco. Hello, hello. O kung wala, o di nagbaba lang talaga ng bahay. Kapag shout out mo yan, nandyan yan, magmi-message yan eh, sasagot yan. O tinan mo wala, si ano lang ang ano. Ay pagka ano na, pagka alam ko, pag ending na, diba, mag-e-end na ako mga kapatid, then meron kaibigan na magla-live. Diba, magla-live naman si Tradis. Mag-e-end na po ako, bye-bye, lipat na kayo kay Traditional Healer TV. Magaganyan yan yung mga host. Ewan ko, di ko alam yan. Di naman ako ganun maggala sa ano. Yung pasugod, ano na yon, yung lalo sa mga express paangat, mag-e-end na yun sila, di ba? Mag-e-end na ako mga kapatid, lipat na kayo kay ganyan. Pag alam nila naka-live na yung sino yung mga supporter na naka-live, i-shout out na, lilipat doon. Ganyan gawa ko pag naka-end na, mag-e-ending na ako, then magla-live na si Asyong Tira, magla-live na si sino yung makita ko sa notification na mag-live, o papalipat ko na. Cynthia si Stradis, minsan di kita madalaw sa busy ko.
Okay lang.
Okay lang, kasi meron naman akong ano, iniiwan ko na lang sa kanya yung
Walay problema.
cellphone sister eh, para pag nag-live siya, yung dalawang cellphone ko, kung hindi pa lobat, iiwan ko. Kung lobat na, dadalhin ko.
Kung lobat,
I-charge-
magtiisa-isa.
I-charge ko sa bahay, tapos kinabukasan, dalhin ko naman dito. Tapos mag-live ako. Tapos kung mag-live siya, doon naman itambay, ganun. Tulungan talaga para yun, mabilis yung watch hour niya.
Yung pagcha-charge kasi
O,
pag
yung
nalubat,
charger
mahirap.
kasi, yung mga
mga charger
charger.
namin may mga abnormal na. Hindi na basta, "Queen!" Mamaya wala na naman. "Queen!" Ayun, sabi ko itong mga charger na to, nangangailangan na ng kapalit.
Ay, di naman ako napasok dyan kay Lady In.
Busy sobra.
Si Madis nagpasok ka dyan kay Lidiin.
Sobra
Kasama sa mechanics ng live niya kay Lidiin. Ganun, ipasusugod niya yung kaibigan niyang naka-live. Pero ano yun, yung live niya pa-ending na yan. Kasi pag nag-live tayo, marami namang cellphone, pwede yun. Pwede kung si host ang magbaba ng live na ipasugod mo. Naka-live din na kaibigan niya, papasugod niya yung itusugod.
Parang hindi.
Hindi, alam ko, gawa yung ganyan sisi, yung pa-ending na. Gawa mag-bye-bye na ako.
kunwari,
Diba, naalala mo pag nag-ending ako din, magsisit ka na ng live. Diba sabi ko, lipat na kayo kay Traditional Leader TV. Diba, ikaw mag-ending ka mag-ending ka sa live mo, diba makita mo sa notification sino yung mga friend mo na naka-LS. Ganun ulit. Mag-e-end na ako, lipat na kayo kay ganito, naka-live na. Ganun. Kasi yung mga bisita na nandyan, diba, need pa nila ng bananas, maghanap, papasok yan sila doon.
Yun talagang na-absorb ko yung inano ni followers.
Hindi
Yes,
ko
followers.
makalimutan talaga yun, pinagalitan ako.
Huwag mo nang ulit, di ko lang kasi naalala yung babaeng pumasok. Huwag niyo na kung ulitin nyo na kasi pag sa ibang news, baka mapagalitan pa kayo. Kasi
Gagalit.
sasabihin, sinabi, pwedeng pakipin. Pag nung i-check ni followers, live niya pala yung araw na yun. Ay, hindi na pinaano.
Ano yung pinasok ni follower yung sa doon, yung alagad niya?
Di ba siguro tinignan nyo?
Alagad niya siguro yun.
Go to channel, di ba nakalagay ng gano'n? Yun, chinecheck yun kung yun live niya yun. O yung link na yun.
Oo.
Kasi kahit
Live.
di naman yung magbaba ng link, di ba nga nakikita doon yung go to channel.
Oo.
Pag chinek mo yung go to channel, makikita mo doon kung alin, ano niya, kung may live siya ngayon o wala.
Oo, wala. Upcoming.
Upcoming o
May
ano man.
Upcoming.
Kaso nga, pinapapin, pwedeng pakipin yung ano ko, yung ibinaba ko, live pala na.
Live niya.
Di sinasabi pero na-check nga ni ni followers. Sabi niya, live mo pala, wag mong gagawin 'yan sa iba. Sabi niya, hindi ko ipipin 'yan kasi bawal. Sabi niya. Kaya 'yun ang una kong napanood na ganoon ang sinabi. Wag daw magbaba ng
Ako talaga, yun lang din first
o
time
di man
ko.
nagbaba, o nagbaba man siya, na di niya chinek yung ang chinek niya siguro, yung sa Go channel niya, nakita daw na live niya pala, tapos papapin yung link niya.
Yung first time ko, yun.
Kaya sabi ko, ay bawal pala yun. Kaya pala, parang naano ko na rin yan, nagkaroon na ako ng experience na gano'n, na mayroon akong pinasukan. Tapos kung saan ako nakarating. tapos nagtabsak ako, nagbaba rin ako ng bahay ko. Tapos nung napansin ko na, hay, premier lang pala ito, tinamsakan ko na nga, nagbababa ako ng mali. Mali yung napuntahan
Bagay
ko.
kung maganda sa mabang premier, makababa ka ng bike. Pero kung maiksi lang,
Kaso hindi pa siya nag-uumpisa. Yung pinapatamsakan pa lang. Nagbaba ako ng
parang ilang minuto na lang premier na.
Hindi pa nga. Basta yung pinatamsakan muna kasi kumbaga may day pa na kung isang araw pa ba bago mag-umpisa yung premiere. Kaya may gano'n ako na dyan eh.
Naku, dami mong ma-experience pag pagka lagi kang
Pag lagi kang
mangisda ka sa iba-ibang
marami kang maririnig, marami kang
iba-ibang
malalaman sa mga nag-host.
O kasi sabi ko
Katulad kay sabihin ko
sa
katulad din kay Nadine. Ilang beses rin ako nagbaba dyan. Para akong hindi pinapansin yung mga tao. panay lang mutab-mutab yung muso niya. Panay salita lang siya. Madami siyang pumapasok, mga iba-ibang lahi. Tapos yung iba, di niya ipinipin, di niya napipin. Kasi nga madaming gumaganon. Sabi ko busy. Kaya hindi ako halos pumapasok na doon kasi sabi ko, kahit magbaba ako pala dito, hindi naman lang ako mapapansin. Hindi rin ako makakasagap ng banana.
Oo, kahit meron nga akong napasukan na sermon lang siya ng sermon ng ano, taas na ng bahay niya. Sermon lang siya ng sermon about sa
Ay, mayroon
Biblia.
yung ibang ano naman, yung
Di
ibang
siya,
lahi.
di siya
Meron din dyan.
nagja-jacket, pero tingnan mo ang watch hour. Kasi naka-live na siya, ano na eh. Yung, baga monetize na siguro yun ano, pero hindi talaga siya magdaldal lang yun, walang hawak cellphone.
Minsan
Basta
maganda yung...
memorya niya yung about sa Bible, daldal siya
Maganda
ng
rin yung ano,
daldal.
yung marami kang alam na ilalim palabas.
Mm-mm.
Hindi katulad ako, wala akong mga sinasabi. Kasi anong sasabihin ko? Sabi ko nga sa sarili ko.
Panay na lang miga-miga love
oo,
shout.
kaya sabi ko, dapat mayroon din sana yung kumakanta ka. May mga bagay-bagay na madagdag sa mga
Kung
live.
bawang talent, kung talent mo ay kumanta, ay di kakanta ka. Kung talent mo sumaya, di sayaw-sayaw na.
So, hindi nga, papasayawin
Ang
ko
hirap
yan.
naman
Dati
yung
pag
maka-live
nag-
ka ng 2 hours tapos puro sa...
di pa kami nag-YouTube. Si Nandi, pinapasayaw ko sa Facebook yan eh. Pinagtatawanan ko yung chapchan niya.
Tapos nagpaplano na kami ni Tradis na gagamitin na namin ng StreamYard. Kami lang din dalawa magbuo ng team na mag-ayudahan. Hindi pa namin nagawa. Hindi pa magawa. Kaya di kailangan kasi...
Pwede si Mami,
Hindi.
kung kaya ni Mami.
Hindi, gagawin ko yun
Kaya
pag...
wala si Mami mga alagad. Wala
Hindi.
pa yatang mga alagad, ano?
Hindi, gagawin natin yun kapag Monica na. Kasi 1 hour lang sa'yo, 1 hour din sa akin. Yun ang naisip ko. Ngayon kasi hindi ko pa ginawa kasi nag-work ka pa sa watch hour mo. Ngayon kung ma-Monica na, doon na natin ipapasok kung ano ka. Magawa pa ako sa'yo ng mga ninja eh. Para marami kang email account.
1,600 plus pa sisi yung aking ano.
1,000 plus pa yung ano niya. So, gagawin namin. Ngayon, kung Monica na, 1 hour ang StreamYard sa'yo, aakyat ako. Sino yung bisita mo, aayudahan natin. Tapos ngayon, ang gustong gumraduate sa akin, si Mami, si Kasano Keisha, gusto sa akin gagraduate.
Gusto graduate, baka mamaya nauna pa nga sa akin graduate.
Hindi, alibawa yung bananas nila ay nasa 900.
Isot mo.
Ang tangkad ng bata. Pag
Tumaba-taba na nga.
kapag
Sagana ka sa
ang
pagkain.
kanyang tawag nito,
Ay, biruin ko nga. Ay, bigyan mo nga ako ng sweldo mo.
ano ba trabaho ni
May sweldo yan doon. Hoy, hoy, hoy. Hoy,
Hoy,
ano yan, ano yan, ano yan?
Alin?
sayaw.
Wala. Nakati lang ako.
Walang niya. Wala ka bang sweldo? Hoy! Di mo ko naririnig. Mangudbud ka ng sweldo mo. Ha? Naubusan ka na. Kauwi mo lang kagabi. Naubusan agad. Naku, bakit nagpaparano ka? Nagmamanok ka? Ayun,
sa
basketball.
life, hindi. Tom Guide Croco, how are you? Where do you live?
Kahit magkano, basta nasa puso.
Me, I live in the
Ay, pambili ng
Philippines.
biskwit.
Ay, 18 na lang pala. May dos pa ako. Pula kaya ito.
Sige na, bili mo na kahit ano doon. Kahit
Biscuit
ano
kayo?
doon, mani-mani. Kung may mani, may happy yata.
Ay, may trabaho siya dito.
Nandito pala si Croco. Ay, guide.
Tom Guide Croco, how are you? Miga love shout out.
Shout out, Miga.
Sad light. I can't boot. No name. No name in my bakit nawala ang aking dapat ay tanga ko di ako pumunta sa Katibagan school. Malapit lang sa Israel po.
Ano gagawin doon?
Tawid lang. Pwede din daw doon hanapin.
Ibig mo sabihin,
Tanga,
pinapahanap mo man para sa'yo.
Kasi sabi nung babae, kung wala daw dito yung pangalan ko, try ko daw dun sa Katibagan. Kasi nga daw, sila naghanap parang yung sa asawa niya
Alam
na
mo dyan.
andito, pero doon naghanap sa Katibagan, wala daw doon.
Wala, alam mo? BBB.
Di pa.
BBB.
Anong BBB ka?
Ay, BBB naman talaga yun, di ba? Hindi naman
Bakit
BBB yun.
bumuto ka ba, Papa CJ?
Yes.
Siyempre, bubuti.
Ano binuto mo?
Yung botante. Yung mama tumatakbo ngayon. Ayoko nung naglalakad eh, gusto ko yung tumatakbo. Wala? Dapat gano'n.
Nakatakbo na sila eh.
Diba, hindi ata ako sinat ng anak ko, palibasa, busog na.
Ganyan ang gagawin mo. Hindi na manisto mo.
Ngawa-ngawa. Oh, hinatid ko muna yung pagkain nila. Ay ano na yun, may kanin na ako kanina, diba? Kaya wala na. Dinireach ko doon bago ako pumunta dito. Sino nakapin? Ay, kaya yung tira.
Ang lolo kong asyong tira.
Magtutulog na.
Mas nakapahilot.
Ano kailan ka uwi? Gabi?
Buka, sabay kami ni
Bukas ng gabi?
hapon.
Sabay kayo ni?
Pang pa.
Bakit sa Pampanga?
Uwi din.
Ba't dyan sa Pampanga rin sila? Ano negosyo niyo di Pampanga?
Di pang bantay na lang ng negosyo nila.
Ano yung negosyo nila?
Ayos
Tindahan lang. Siguro
Nakapunta,
parang tindahan lang nila. Ano.
nakapunta ka na rin doon?
May mga pa-burger price pa.
Ano yun, nagmumotor ka lang?
Bumiyok.
Bakit malapit lang doon sa inyo? Isang sakay?
Siguro 2 oras na biyahe. Ay,
Isang sakay?
isang oras na nga ata, may git na biyahe.
Yung tinirhan ni Papa CJ, yung malaking bahay, yung pinaikot-ikot ng camera. Bakit kayo ng bahay ng tito
Doon
niya,
sila,
no? Tito?
pero si kuya yata niya ang nakatira doon, pero siya din yata sa Manukan nakatira.
Dito,
Pumupunta lang siguro doon pagka.
wifi.
Wi-Fi.
Game na to ha, Tipay! Ha?
Nauwi na yung pinsan mo ah.
Apo, sinabihan ko naman yun. Sabi ko,
Bakit
mimingat
nauna?
niya daring asuhan.
Bakit na ano?
Ilang taon pa ba yun?
Kasi 9 pa lang yan. Ay,
Ay, di
18.
Eh, di bubuto din yun doon.
Hindi.
Hindi pa po botante. Salot pa yun sa lipon.
Gago. Sayang.
18 na eh.
Mag-iisip
Hindi
pa.
pa po
Mag-18.
nakapag-registered eh.
Hala,
Magna-19 na yun nila.
magna-19 na daw ah.
Kaya hindi
Hindi
na
nag-register eh. Kaya nga salot pa siya sa lipunan.
Kaya edad ni Nika yun? Kaya edad ni Nika?
Matanda lang si Nika.
Ikaw nga sabi mo di ka magpa-injection, nagpa-injection ka rin.
Dito na
Wala
siya
eh, no
mag-ano.
choice ako kasi pag umaalis kami nila ate.
Hindi ka baka kasama.
Hindi
ako
ka
makakasama.
makakasama talaga.
Si lolo mo talagang
Kala
asin.
mo.
Pero kung ano naman talaga totoo, hindi talaga ako papa-inject. Yun yung sinabi ko sila ate. Pero sabi niya sa akin, ikaw bahala. Pag
Hindi
makakaalis
ka
natin
makapasok
ng mga
ng
malalayo, hindi ka makakasama.
Nandito ka lang sa bahay.
Hindi ka makapasok ng mall. Pagka yung mahigpit, di ka makapasok.
Doon nga, nung nakauwi ako noon, yung nalapan ako ng vaccine card noon. Nung kaya umuwi ako ng ano. Sabi ko, boss,
Saka
nandito.
galing dito.
Umuwi ka sa Bicol.
Kung may pinakita lang ako na papel, tas may tinago ko ulit. Tapos yun, pinapasok pa ako sa boss.
Yung ganun lang,
Kunwari lang,
kunwari
oo.
na ano.
Ang
Ayos.
lumit ko nga doon.
Buti may dala kang papel na gano'n.
Para maka...
Parang
Uy,
vaccine.
nandyan na nga pala yung ano mo. Nakalimutan ko nang sabihin.
Alin?
Yung ano mo, teka nga. Yung senior, ano ba yun? Yung ginawa, inano natin sa MOA.
Ah,
Ngayon ko lang naalala.
Ano lang, kapatid pagka
yun. Basta yun yun lang, no?
main to main, pag main yung pinasok, mag-type ng herba, ibababa ni Nightboot yung naku, hirap man ako kumain ng mani, kahit sa hipin.
Hindi,
Ano tawag dyan
check
lang?
mo. Check mo. National ID.
Ayun.
Pero hindi ko alam
May
kung
ID na yan?
Hindi ko alam kung
Meron
may...
ka na?
Sa kanya, hindi ko alam kung may... Sabay nga kami.
Kay kay CJ yun?
Sabay nga kami, pero wala pa kami ni Faye. Siya pa lang. Sabay kami noon nang nagkuha.
Boy, galing oh.
Wala pa kayo?
Wala pa sa amin.
Bilis naman
Ang
kay
bilis
CJ.
niyan, kailan pa yan eh? April pa.
Yung akin doon pa
April ba?
naman naka-order.
April ba o March? Basta matagal na yan. Kailan ka ba pumunta doon?
Tayo?
Ikaw,
Saan?
yung pagpunta mo sa ano?
Pampanga? Sa Pampanga?
Kailan ka
Ano ba yun?
pumunta?
September?
Kailan lang yan? Marso pa yata yan.
September last year.
Hindi,
Nung
nilakad
araw
yata
na
natin
kamatayan
yan.
ni
Nilakad
Mama.
yata natin yan, July.
Yung July.
July last year.
Basta
Last year,
nung,
te.
nung
Last year.
nakaraan. August.
Pandemic
Last year.
yan pa.
Basta ewan ko.
Pandemic
Kung
pa.
Hindi ko alam kung ilang buwan din yan bago na-receive.
Ay, di kaya to.
Tingnan mo kung anong mayroon dyan. Kasi
6 days bago nag-upload si Charles ng ano.
Ayaw mo lumabas. Ayaw mo magpakuha. Ay, may ID.
Charles.
Naramdaman ko na.
si Charles sunod-sunod na. Sunod-sunod na si
Naramdaman ko yung
Charles.
ID, oh.
Patingin.
Sunod-sunod na si Charles. Na nag-ano, live.
Yun, oh.
Ang galing.
Sino nang kasama niya ngayon ni ano?
Tingin, ang ganda ata.
Patingin nga, di ko pa nakita yan. Yan na raw ang ID sa buong Pilipinas.
National ID.
Kahit saan ka pumunta.
Yung
Kahit sa
anak ko
ibang
hindi
bansa.
pa nakaano.
Kahit sa ibang bansa, yan na raw.
Hindi
ang
kasi,
pinaka-ID.
wala na yung voter's ID, yan na.
Kaya nga.
Live na ang voter's ID.
Ay, wow naman, oh.
Patingin nga.
Pogi,
Sanding ko
pangit.
na Kenny, ah.
Kini, may kini na siya. Uy, may kini na.
Ang ganda naman ang kuha niya sa
Payat pa
akin ng
siya.
Siyempre,
pangit.
pag nagpapogi pa ako ng bago.
Ako
Payat-
ang
payat
pangit
pa
ng
siya.
camera.
Ibig mo sabihin,
Pangit
meron
yung
ka na
camera
ganito.
ko dun. Nakapicture ako dun ah.
Pero may ganito ka na? Wala pa.
Pero pangit, halata ko pangit.
Ayan, meron kang wallet.
Mhm.
O, ilagay mo na sa
Sa
wallet.
wallet, eh.
Yes, ayos ah.
Ingatan mo ka. Pag sa wallet na piki-piki,
Mga
baka
papalang
masira.
pangalan ni-
Minsan tatapon ko na lang yan.
Gaga.
Middle name niya Kanda. Sabi
Mama.
na. Ang
Diba,
ganda
Antipay?
ng picture
Ate
niya.
Pay, kayo wala pa sa inyo nilagyan
Payatot
din?
pa siya eh. O, ano? Wala pa. O, Jay.
Lo, ba't ako yung mas nauna?
Swerte oh.
Gogyo. Ano
Sabay-sabay
talaga
kami.
siya, literal siya, yung gitna ako. May tatak.
Valid na yan sa...
Sabay-sabay kami. Nauna pa kaming naka-ano doon. Nauna siya. Yun, yung doon na sa may table na mayroong computer. Nauna pa kami noon na nakapag, sign.
Tagal nga.
Hindi nga sana yan kay sabi niya ay yung kanyang barangay lang yata. Ano ba yung dala-dala mo, Jay, noon? Di ba wala kang ID na barangay lang yata, sa barangay lang yata yung niya dala niya noon.
Kasi ako nung
Ay, hindi, birth
natanda ng
certificate pala, naalala ko na birth certificate ang dala-dala niyo.
Pwede
Yun
pala
lang.
yun? Eh, kasi ako nanapan ako ng dalawang ID kasi nga yung address ko. Kaiba, di ba? Yung sa mga ID. Sa dalawa hiningi, sabi na,
Hindi na
Yes,
hindi na
ano?
umano si Mark mo. Yung nagpapadala sa mga
Michael,
Michael Bay.
wala pa. Hindi, pag-division.
Panira naman tong gago na to.
Mag-alas 12 na, bye-bye na ako. Tapos kumakain pa ako.
Sige, isa na lang. Yun na lang yung ilan nakapasok.
Wala, bye-bye na kasi na yung kuan ko. Si Madis, bye-bye. Tradis, bye-bye.
Sino nagbubukas doon? Sa gate.
May jacket ko na.
Yan yan. Yan yan.
Ay, Mayo, wala daw siyang jacket. Hindi niya narinig. Inabaran siya. Bye-bye na ako. Maglulubat na ako. Baba mo lang yung bahay mo na previous, upload. Bye-bye na ako. Kain lang kami ng peanut.
Ayun lang kami ng mani namin.
Libre ni Papa CJ. Here's CJ.
May bayad po yan.
May bayad.
May bayad sa tindahan.
Sa tindahan niya.
May bayad sindan, 18 pesos. Kasi yung dus daw, pambayad niya. May utang pa siyang dus. Bye-bye na, lipat na ako sa'yo. May, lipat na ako sa'yo. Ano na, bye-bye, good night, God bless everyone.